Happy Wednesday. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. This is the Dallas-Fort Worth International in Texas, brought to you by Any Builds. We are in Sim Update 5 Beta for the very first time here on FlyLex. And I'm being super courageous today because not only am I trying Sim Update 5 Beta for the very first time, other than launching up the sim, but also new experimental build for the Ejet, one of my favorite aircrafts of all time. Super excited to try it out. So we have a Beyondatc. Wow, Jesus. Big update that launched earlier this week. We have the Ejet experimental build that launched last night or early this morning. And we have Sim Update 5 Beta, which had a new release that came out yesterday. But again, very first time here on the stream and very first time me ever using it, period. So this could go either very well or extremely terribly. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm super excited. Jay, welcome on in. Jay's on his way to work. Enjoy your flight. Thanks for stopping in, Jay. Chicken says, fire. Yes, this is the baby Ejet. This is going to be the 170. I chose to do the 170 versus the 175 on the test flight this morning. And so we'll do 2 flights at least. At the very minimum today, we'll do at least 2 flights. We're going to do the Ejet for the very first one here. Got a pushback there. And the second flight, I was thinking we take a VFR flight in the Kodiak. What say you? What say you? All right, well, let's go ahead and see what trouble we can get into today. Now, the only reason why I'm in Sim Update 5 is because apparently Chase Plane had an update that came out yesterday. And of course, it came out later than I would have liked to, but you know, it came out regardless. So I didn't get to try it last night other than download and install it. But Chase Plane now officially works in Sim Update 5, apparently. We're going to find out. Lots of stuff planned for the stream. I can't wait, is what Chicken says. All right, let's go over here to the left-hand side. It looks like the zooming is a little bit slower. GPU connected. We'll go to flight details. Grab this in. We'll take a look at the notes as well. Once we're up in cruise for the Ejet. We're expecting runway 17 right for departure. 17 right. Conditions are dry, very favorable for us. We're going to go ahead, oh, this is new. Anti-ice is off. Calculate. I hit it twice just to make sure it gets it. Instant and instant. And then I swing this over to manifest. Then we go up here to the top, and we go ahead and get our batteries going. Get the APU fired on up. I just get the light switches going right away as well. I know it's not the right thing to do, but it's the thing that I like to do. And now we're going to wait for the FMCs to load on up here. I actually flew the Ejet about a week ago, probably off stream, and you know, I didn't do the VNAV because the VNAV has been very cranky at times, and it was going to be on that flight that I did. So we're gonna hope for the best on this one. Just to relax, welcome in, have a good flight, Lex and stream. Thanks for coming on in. And let's see what kind of trouble. So now we're just waiting for the systems to fully power up in the Ejet. FMS plan unavailable. That's new too. Okay, cool. So I still got a couple new things here. The first thing I want to do is go into menu. No, which one is it? Oh shoot, navigation. Nope, not that one. Which one is it? It's not that one. Menu. Is it miscellaneous? Reset? No. Menu, miscellaneous, flight config. Nope. Nope. Alright, which one is it? Nav. I thought it was nav. Oh, yeah. Nav data link. Address. Wasn't it an address? Flight plan. Data link. It used to be an address. Did they move it or change it? But we're going to find out. All right, let's go to route. And okay, it knows where we are. And it won't let me request the route yet. because I think it's I don't think it's fully set up. Or maybe I gotta put destination in. We'll put destinations. Okay, so we're going to, where are we going to? Wichita. Wichita. K-I-C-T. This is a real world flight that the 170 does. See, it's still not letting me do that. Yeah, see, it's not pulling the information, so I'm missing something here. Alright, let's go back to nav. Data link. It's normally under address. Takeoff is that information. Did they move it somewhere? Setup. Nope. Miscellaneous. Config. Okay. Miscellaneous. Not that one. That's none of those. What's DVR? That's recorder. Okay. Miscellaneous. Setup. Configure flight. Nope. Whatever that is. Doesn't do anything. Alright, so where is it? It used to be under nav. And then under data link. And then you would tap on address. And then you would make sure that it's in there. But it looks like they moved it somewhere. And I don't know where they moved it to. My information is pulled here, but I don't know where they moved the plugin jazz. Flight report, flight ID. Because you used to be able to send over your information, and now, well, I'll go ahead and plug in the departure. Let's see what happens. 17 right. I'm just doing this without ATC right now, just to see. Apply. There's performance. Let's go to arrival. 19 right. There's no star. Arrival. Fly. Performance. Request it. See, it's not gonna pull over the. I don't think it's gonna pull over the. Let's see. Fetch it. Payload. Reserves are 1 point. Yeah, see, it's not pulling over the information. Something is not right. Oh, here it is. Okay. What the hell? I thought I hit the right spot, but I guess not. All right. LEX, ST, ER, Y, and an O. That's going to be under SimBrief. I put it in both spots because I'm not sure which one it's supposed to go into actually. R, Y. And an O. Okay, now we should be cooking. Now we go back to route. There it is. Send it. Activate it. There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright. For whatever reason, it wasn't... I thought I was in the right spot. Didn't I hit this guy? Address? What did I hit? Oh, I had to hit... Okay, I had to hit the flight plan up here. Okay. Okay, so how to do it now, because they changed things, is you go to nav... data link. Instead of hitting address, you go flight plan. Wait, hold on. Data link, address. Oh, you get address and then flight plan. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so nav, data link, address, flight plan. That's how you put in your SimBrief information. If that's not more confusing. Okay, now that we got that sorted out, let's go into Beyond ATC. Clearance. DF. Yeah. Bad timing. DFW clearance. Hello from Envoy 3337. We are an Ejet 170 ready for iFly clearance to Wichita. Wichita. Alright, 17 right. Frequency 19 right, ILS, arrival, fly, performance, request it. That's all right now. Climb via SID. 0265, I'm squawking. What are we climbing up to? Jesus, are we climbing up to 38? Holy crap. Alright, we're expecting to climb up to flight level 380. That's a hell of a climb. for the mighty little Ejet. I'm using my FMC, by the way, or FMS. No, hold on, what is it? FMS? Yeah. Okay, got that all set in there. Go to performance now. Let's just check to make sure everything's looking good. Yep, that's all fine there. Performance, takeoff. We're going to keep that stuff going. We also got to go over here to radio. We're going to set this to Terra. And then we're going to go back to performance takeoff, because we're going to put in our trim, which is 3.8. One more. There we go. 3.8. That's all set. Now, let's go up here. Turn on that guy. And we have APU available. So back over here to left-hand side. Get rid of all this jazz. Disconnect the U. Wait for it to stop blinking. DFW ground envoy 3337. Ready for pushback and engine start. Did you buy this plane? Yes, I bought this one, oh man, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I'm not a beta tester or nothing like that. Well, I guess I am, because it's an experimental build for everyone. But yeah, I did buy this plane. Bought this plane a while back ago. It's just one of my favorite planes. I love this plane. Alright, let's bring this over to RTO. Okie dokie. And pushback facing east. Now, I'm using this new pushback tool. I showed this off the other day on a stream. But this is for Flow Pro. Let's hope it works here in Sim Update 5. Beta. The beta. We're going to get it to connect here. It's a very simple tool, but I love it. Does this job. Now, you'll see what I've noticed is that it will push back to a certain point, at least the tug. The plane will keep on pushing back, but the tug may just stop pushing back. It may just like stop where it is. Like it may stop right here and it won't turn with you. It happens. It's free. All right, parking brake. Released. Pushback. Commencing. Then we go down here. Engine number 2 firing on up. Clocking. Clocking. All good so far. Kubi, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Forgot what day it was. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm super excited. It's been a little bit since we've been able to stream. Life has been life. We're going to be facing the east. Let's see. So we're going to turn right. And I normally stream on Sundays, but my wife and I, well, we were going to do things. We ended up not doing things. It was Easter, so I figured I wasn't going to stream either way at that point. But for those who celebrated, hopefully you had a great Easter. Stephen, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. I was going to say Sunday. Happy Wednesday to you. All right, pushback's looking good.
American 1902, continue taxi, American 1902.
If Beyond ATC is too low, just let me know. I messed with the... I'm actually going to jump it up just a little bit. I was recording that video the other day. I had to mess with some of the stuff. Engine number 2 is firing on up. Engine number 1 is next. Flaps are going to be a flaps 1 departure. And keep making our pushback. Rams are a little heavier here in DFW. Welcome in, Joe. Started using Flow Pro pushback. I'm using the pushback toolbar forever, then switch, but sometimes Flow Pro doesn't start. You know, I had that happen yesterday for the very first time, honestly. Tail to left, right? Yeah. I had it yesterday. I had it happen yesterday, so I had to restart the sim because Pro didn't start. Or sorry, Flow. Did I say Flow? Flow didn't start. It was kind of weird. See, there you go. See, the tug just kind of randomly disconnects. It happens. Again, it's free. It does this thing. The plane's still pushing back, doing this thing. We can halt. Hit the button for called. It will release the tug. Even though the tug's already released. Parking brake is set. Champ, welcome in. Did you get the... no, I didn't get the 1011. It's just not my kind of plane. I was watching some videos and all that. It looked interesting, but it's just not my kind of plane. It's just not my kind of plane. DFW ground, envoy 3337, ready to taxi to the active. Yeah, not my kind of plane. It looks like a fun plane, so for those who, you know, who got it, I'm sure it's a great plane. APU's turned off. Taxi lights are on. We're going to taxi via Kilo Echo Foxtrot. Kilo Echo Foxtrot. Alright, so we're on Kilo. Roger, Roger. Park and brake released. Throttle up. Happy Wednesday to you. How was your week? The week has been good. Been a very good week so far. It's only Wednesday, but a good week. Yesterday I did a flight after work. Just what did I fly yesterday? I don't remember what I did. Did one flight last night in the 738. Yeah, 738. And then I played a little bit. There's a Starfield update that came out yesterday. So I played a little bit of that. And for the very first time, I played it with a controller. Played it with a controller. I'm on PC, and I normally, like in the past, I played it with keyboard and mouse. But with the way the setup is now I have with my Moza yoke, it's just a pain in the ass to take it off. So I leave it on, and just been playing game. You know, if I play some games, I'll use a controller. I got an Xbox controller, and then I have a DualSense controller. So kind of just play what I want to play with. But you know, the update's been good. The update's been good for Starfield. Something's definitely wrong with my playtime, though. In the game, it shows I have like 28, 30 hours, but on Steam it only showed like 7 hours. So I'm just like exploring, just having a good time, you know. Manny, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, so Kilo, and we're going to Echo Foxtrot, which is the last one. Oh, bandwidth too low. Loading times may be extended. Oh boy, haven't seen that in a long time. That's probably because we're on the beta build. Your network connection is unstable. Oh, this is great.
Over to tower 126.55. Envoy 3337.
Over to tower. I think the connection is actually good because, like, my real world connection, because, like, OBS is showing good stuff. DFW tower, Envoy 3337, ready to go runway 17 right.
Envoy 3337. Hold short of runway 17 right.
Oh no.
Wilco. Hold short of runway 17 right.
Alright.
Envoy 3337.
Now we just gotta see what happens here.
Envoy 3337. Runway 17 right. Line up and wait.
Runway 17 right. Line
Trying
up
to
and
connect
wait.
to
Envoy
your network.
3337.
I have 1 gig down and up. Have the same messages. Oh. Oh, like right now? Did Flight Sim die? Uh-oh. Did the servers drop off? Oh boy. Well, I'll patiently wait a little bit. Dial up. I wonder, are the servers having issues today?
Contact Lone Star departure. Contact Lone Star departure. American 1902. Envoy 3337. DFW tower. Wind 110 at 5. Error.
Now.
Right.
I'm just trying to check to see if anyone's
Runway 17
reporting
right.
issues on
Spira. Cleared for takeoff. Envoy 3337.
on any discords. PC. This was a couple of minutes ago. No, I'm not seeing anyone report anything. This isn't good. I started recording through OBS a bit, just had to edit and see how the upload is. Nice!
DFW Tower, Sky, with 331.
Let me check the Flight Sim form. Let's see if there's any news there.
DFW Tower, Wing 110 at 5. Runway 17 center cleared to land.
Runway 17 center
That's
cleared
it,
to
blah, blah,
land.
blah, same
Sky
issues,
with
18 months, blah,
331.
blah, 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 blah.
Sky was 331. Exit rate at
I'm
Echo
not seeing
Kilo.
any...
Exit rate at Echo Kilo. Sky with 331.
Yeah, I think I might have to restart the sim. Gosh dang it, we were just starting to, like, get ready to fly. I haven't seen that message in a long time.
Sky was 331.
Alright.
Monitor ground went
Kill out beyond ATC.
21.65.
Quit the desktop. Well, alright. It won't let me... It's not even quitting to desktop. Alright, I'll force kill it. Kill that out. Kill out that. That's automatically killed out. Alright, so far... Not looking good for Sim Update 5. Alright, let's try it again. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Although it should already be cleared out. I'm going to clear out the cache folder. Actually, yeah, I'm going to clear that all out just in case. I'm also going to kill out the rolling cache. I didn't have any problems. I know Mr. Apex said that he couldn't get the sim to start up, the Sim Update 5, until he did that. I'm also going to use the cache removal tool from FlightSim.to. All right, so we're just clear all of it out. Clear all of it out. All right, got that going. All right, let's restart the sim. The sim restarting time. Dang it. Dang it to heck. Happened to you last week, Steven? I haven't had that message in a very, very long time. Very, very long time. While it's loading up, I'm gonna do a speed test. Just to make sure all's good. But I'm about 99% sure that everything's fine because OBS is showing, you know, full connection and all that jazz. Speed test. Speed kills, folks. All right, network performance. Blazing speeds. Test network. All right, here we go. Download, testing download speeds. Yeah, I'm in a 7-hour flight with Sim Update 5. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just a weird glitch. Little bug. Good morning. APL question, please. How to reset job offers if I don't want to accept any of the offers currently available? So, the ones that it recommends to you, the ones that it gives you, those ones recycle every... When is that? When does those recycle every... Yeah, I'm getting good connection. 8/11/103. Just fine. They recycle every so often. Every, I don't know, I think 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that in APL, right? You can always apply again. Now, if you get rejected, you have to wait a week to reapply. So let's say you apply for United Airlines and they decline you. They reject your application. You got to wait a week to reapply to them because you'll see in the offers it shows declined or whatever. So you got to wait a week for it to all show up. I was reached out by someone. I gotta read the email more. They're asking me about career mode stuff, and they're working on their own new career mode. And it's interesting the tactic that they're taking. I'm not gonna say anything because, you know, they got their own plans. But I'm gonna read into it a little bit more and provide some insight that they're requesting from me.
FS realistic plus connected.
I don't know. I'm still off career modes. I don't see I don't have any interest right now, at least for the foreseeable future, of jumping into any more career mode stuff. Is FS20 required to have the Ejet in 24? No, it's not, AK. It is not. Yeah, you've been used 2024 Ejet for a while now. All right, let's go back to DFW. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna go to my rolling cache. And we're gonna up this guy to 64. It's gonna create a new one for us. Alright, we're gonna save it. Alright, now let's jump into DFW. Let's park right on over here. Let's do this again. Well, we figured out that Ejet, the SimBrief thing, so we don't have to worry about looking at that stuff. Yeah, the Ejet's been available in 2024. They had a compatible version that came out a while back. When was that? That was like last summer, right? I think it was last summer when the compatible version came out. And then we got the experimental builds here. Was that December? I think when the first experimental builds came out for 2024 with the VNav and all that. The compatible version was simply just to get the plane working in 2024. That's what the compatible version was. All right, let's launch up Beyond ATC again. And then while that's launching up, let's get this jazz going. We can speed through this. We know that I can go pretty darn quick. Now, I did read in the Discord for FSS and the Ejet is to not go too fast on the FMC, because that can cause a WASM crash, they say. All right, instant, good. Up here at the top. Let's get these guys all going while we're here. Get that APU to fire on up. All right, then we'll get Beyond ATC to connect, and all will be good. All right, here we go.
Beyond ATC connected.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't had that issue in a long time. The freeze up thing. That's crazy. Now I can start doing the flight plan now. I like to wait until both come up here, because I've had a WASM crash in the past where you're setting up the computers and then it just, stops. Now I did clear out my WASM folders for this plane today, just to make sure.
Envoy 3337. Request IFR clearance to Wichita Dwight D. Eisen, Car National Airport.
All right, so now we should be good to go here. We should go flight. Oh no, we go route, send it, activate it, departure. Apply it. Arrival. Apply it. And then send it. That's looking good. All looking grand. All right, trim 3.8.
Envoy 3337. Have a good morning.
Have a good morning. All right, APU is fired up, looking good. Up here to the top, let's get that guy going. Over to the left-hand side, we go to ground, disconnect this jazz. Get our pushback tug back on board. Call the tugging. Request our pushback. Adam, welcome in. I personally haven't noticed any WASM crashes personally as a beta tester. I think it's PC to PC behavior. Also, good morning. Yeah, I've had rare situations with WASM crashes in the Ejet, but I have had them. All right, tug is connected. Parking brakes released. Pushback commencing. Engines number 2. Firing on up. Good to see you in here, Adam. I'd love to have someone who's a beta tester for the Ejet in here as well. It's always fun. And just to have you in here, of course, as a person is fantastic. But as a beta tester, it's even cooler because you can kind of give us some tips and tricks. It took me a little bit to figure out where they moved the SimBrief. It used to be just in the flight, in the address thing. Now they moved it. You got to go address and flight plan. That caught me off guard. Took me a little bit longer to get the flight going. But we had a weird internet connection issue on the flight with SimUpdate 5. I'm doing a heck of a stream today. We're testing we're testing not only SimUpdate 5 beta for the very first time, we're also testing Ejet update for the very first time. Danger, Will Robinson, and Chase Plane update. Steven's got to take off. Thanks for coming in. Have a great rest of your day, Steven. Adam says, I hate that I am working right now. I can't even try this update because this one is is a new one for you all too? That's interesting. Well, hopefully I can spoil a little bit for you here. I like some of the changes I'm seeing. I really am. Let's go left here. Now you may see the tug might disconnect again. You know, it's fine. Flaps coming down to 1. Yeah, this is my very first time with Sim Update 5 beta. The very first time doing an actual flight. I've loaded into it just to make sure it loaded into, which is good. I did that because you have to restart chase plane. Or sorry, you have to restart. Now I think it automatically disconnects now, right? Because it's not green up here, so I wait patiently. Yep, there you go, cool. DFW ground, Envoy 3337 ready to taxi to the active. So yeah, I had to restart,
Envoy 3337, runway 17 right, taxi via Echo.
I had to restart the sim again after your first launch up with an update for chase plane with Sim Update 5. So keep that in mind for those who are going to be trying it. Alright, let's go taxi. Hope for the best this time.
No takeoff. Flat.
Well, we're not taking off yet. You may have missed my earlier message, so apologies for asking again. But any plan? But any plans to do an Ejet CRJ tutorials? Manning, I have both. Well, I have startup tutorials for both planes. I don't think I have any like full flight videos on each plane. But I guess if people want it, I'm more than happy to do it. More than happy to do it. Alright, this is not Kilo, right? We gotta go over to Kilo. Is this Kilo? Where's Kilo at? I think Kilo's over here. Always check your areas here, folks. Always check your areas. This Beyond ATC update is freaking awesome, guys. I'm telling you. This is one of the coolest updates. Where is the 195 over the 175? I'm partial to the 170s myself. I'm partial to the 170s myself. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this might be the very I've said this in the past, but this could be the very best update I've ever seen with Beyond ATC. The one that's been available to supporters for a while now has been, and I've showed it on the stream many times now, but this is a really good update, folks. The traffic has been amazing. The vectors have been spot on. You're gonna have your issues every once in a while, but it's all been freaking incredible, man. Like, hats off to the team over at Beyond ATC. I give them a lot of props, of course, but this is like the best update in my opinion. Alright, let's go down here. Does this work yet? No takeoff flaps. Oh, we gotta do flaps 2. Wow. Okay, normally it's a flaps 1 on this plane. Alright.
Takeoff. Okay.
Yeah, that's working now. Cool. Alright, takeoff config is working. That's cool. That's cool. DFW Tower, Envoy 3337, ready to go runway 17 right. Alright, we haven't seen that message yet, so I think that's good news. I'm a 175 lover, personally. I do hope that they come out with the E2. Yeah, they're awesome as well. The E2s look really awesome. I've been doing a lot of South America flights recently, and they fly a lot of Embraers, of course, right? But I've been flying Airbus mostly, and if this update is good as I hope it is, I might be able to jump into some real E-Jet flights in South America. It's gonna be awesome. All right, folks, here we go. First takeoff in the E-Jet. First takeoff in Sim Update 5 Beta. Throttle's coming up. Engine stabilized. Auto throttle is armed. Let's go flying. Winds are coming from the east, 5 knots. So just going to aim the yoke just a little bit over to the left-hand side. Trying to maintain center line here. 80 knots checked. I love the callouts. Rotate. Oh yeah, buddy. Woo, love the E-Jet. Gear up. Plane hand flies very nicely. Very, very nicely. And trim down a little bit here. Giving it a little bit too much pressure. Flaps up a notch. Alright, let's go to nav. And let's go to VNAV. See how that VNAV profile is looking. Full flaps up. Oh, look at that. VNAV's looking really good. Autopilot's on. Alright. We're doing... Whoops. 3736. My bad. Alright. We're watching the profile. This is the big thing. The VNAV's always been the question mark. Alright, it's being aggressive there on the drop. I don't like that. So that still looks like it's still a little bit of an issue. It's not as aggressive as it used to be. The roll is still a little aggressive as well. I don't like that, but it's better. Don't forget the flight director. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Now, we'll look again. We'll look at the notes here once we get past 10,000. We'll look at the notes a little bit because they've done a lot of good work. Kind of looks like it's doing some funky crap here, but I think it's just readjusting, which is interesting. One of the biggest issues I've had is on the climb out. Sometimes it does some weird crap. So far, so good, though. I'm very happy. Well, got to get back to work. Hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy the new release. Thank you, Adam. Thanks for coming on in. Have a great rest of your day. Look at that beautiful sunrise here in Texas. Do you know that all my exes live in Texas? There's a song I wrote. I'm pretty popular. Alright, coming up on 10,000. There it is. Landing lights, taxi lights are turned off. Okay, so far so good. So far looking pretty good. Alright. There's that nose down again. I feel like the nose down's a little aggressive when it's climbing out. A little aggressive. You know, I'm watching the vertical speed here. And it's dropping like 1,000. Like it's still too aggressive. So there's, you know, like there was that 1,000 change there. It's a little bit aggressive, but it's better. I don't know if it could have got worse. I'll be honest. But it's better. I like it. I'm happy where it is now. As a passenger, it's still, you know, like a roller coaster, but not as aggressive. Not as aggressive. Texas is cool. Holland near... What now? Champ says, where have you been flying to South America? I've been doing the same, but wish there was better payware airports. Mostly in... So I've done a little bit in... a lot of it in Colombia. So I'm half Colombian, so I've been flying a lot in Colombia. And a little bit in Brazil. And I'm doing some GA stuff in Chile. So mostly in those kind of areas. Oh, Just Relax lives in Holland. Ooh, nice. Alright, we're coming up on 18,000 feet. We'll look at our notes here in a few moments. Oh, let me get our little overlay going here. Update that. There's our overlay. Our ETA for arrival is within about 50 minutes at this point. Now, I thought there was an issue before with the standard pressure. Nope, but that seems to be all fixed now. Okay, cool. Looking good. Let's go ahead and zoom on out the map here. Where's the map guy? There we go. Cool. Alright, let's look at some notes here now we're flying. While we're flying, let's look at some notes. News.
November 758 Alpha Golf. Resume on navigation.
Roger. Resume on navigation. November 758.
I think all the notes are in here.
American 2617. Contact Lone Star Approach 119 airport 4.
Contact Lone Star Approach. American 2617.
Envoy 3624.
I guess not.
Contact Lone Star Approach 127.
Where the hell are the notes at? other than Discord? I thought there was another section for the notes. Alright, I guess it's just Discord. Okay. We got some notes. Okay, so this came out this morning, the 8th, at 5:22 in the AM. So the teams are working hard, doing things, right? The last major milestone left is the autopilot. It works in general, but it's still not as accurate as we want. Doesn't meet our expectations yet. Right now, it's still based on the default Msfs autopilot with a custom layer on top. In the future, we'll replace it with their fully custom autopilot. Major changes, or here's change log. Major changes to the MTQ and the LNAV improvements. Improved takeoff and landing behaviors. Full missed approach implementations, sorry. FMS temperature compensation for RNAV approaches. MTQ holding. MTQ flight complete phases allow multiple legs in one session. Ooh, multiple legs in one session. And tons of smaller fixes and improvements. So now you can do multiple flights. I thought you could before. I thought I did multiple flights in the past. That's the base notes. I thought there were more notes, but that's the base notes at least. I have to say the new update did my 5090 good. Still got, I got like 220 frames. Nice, 220 frames. Bogota, yeah. Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I don't have a log, like the only logbook I have now is in the flight. Actually, I could, can't I pull it up? Yeah, I can pull it up here. Pilot book, logbook. So, yeah, here's what I did last night. Wait, I don't remember doing that one. Oh, this was the day before, sorry. Okay, so yeah, here's my flight I did last night into Oklahoma City in the 738. Tomorrow, the 737 is supposed to come out. And then I did a Comanche flight. This is testing out the VFR with Beyond ATC, which we'll do for the second flight. But then you see, here's a bunch of, so I did this. Oops, go back. We did, I did this flight here. Went over to Europe, I did a flight. And then another flight in South America. Came back to the States, Europe, and then South America. South America, back to the States, South America, South America, South America. I think this is one of the stream ones you did. I think, I can't remember. Yeah, lots of South America. Here's all of our Kodiak flights in Papua New Guinea. The only thing I wish the logbook here for Flight Sim had landing rates. That's all I care about. I don't even care about landing rates, but it'd be cool to have. Just like a little extra feature, you know? Any of 4K? Jesus. Are you using... Okay, so I'm assuming you're using a frame gen, right? Which frame gen are you using? Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm using 3 again. I haven't fixed at 3. The dynamic, or what's it called? Dynamic frame generation is neat. It's a cool feature. But I haven't quite figured out the best for my setup. And you know, when you throw in... Like, here's the thing. If you don't have Beyond ATC running, if you don't have ATC or you don't have AI traffic, that kind of stuff, the sim is butter smooth for me, regardless of the plane. Regardless of the plane. But once you start throwing in traffic, then that's where you start using some of those CPU cycles, right? So that's what I'm trying to balance out now. Trying to balance out that extra usage of cycles from the CPU. I can easily push my GPU a little bit more if I wanted to. Like right now, I'm using about 50% of my average, 50% of my CPU, and with Flight Sim, probably around 70% of my GPU. But I'd rather not max it, right? You know what I mean? I don't want to max it out. I want to keep headroom in there. Alright, so far the VNAV's been really good. Now, I've had issues when it reaches its top of climb, so 38 in this case, where it just keeps climbing or it starts descending. So we'll keep a tight eye on that. I play with an OLED. Yeah, it's the same size I have. OLED and a 3440 by 1440. Yep, exactly what I have. If I play on my OLED 65-inch, I use FrameGen. Oh, interesting. You don't use FrameGen at all, though? I don't know if you can get 220 frames without FrameGen, even with a 5090. I would challenge that one. I would challenge that one. Maybe in like a Cessna or something. The last time I did a flight with the Airbus 340 from Tolis, I noticed that plane is heavy on frames. That plane is definitely heavy on frames. I was able to do a similar flight, similar location, similar airports, and not have you know, aggressive FPS dips. Because I thought it was Frankfurt. We did that on the stream, and Frankfurt was pretty rough, right? I was using the Aerosoft Frankfurt. So I uninstalled it and went with the default again. Did the same flight because I reported that bug we had with Beyond ATC. And they fixed it, so I did that flight again in the same plane, this time with the default traffic, and the performance was just as crappy. And I wasn't even streaming. So that's why I'm thinking it's a 340. Then you get 60 frames. Ah, I see. 5090 is okay if you upscale to the highest frames, more stable. Ah, okay. I'm happy with my 5080. I am. Very happy with it. Like, yeah, sure, if I got a 5090, I'd be even happier, of course. But I also would be more worried. I'd be more worried about the connection issue. Now, I've had this 5080 coming up on almost a year now. I bought it last, I think I bought it last May. Yeah, April or May or somewhere around there is when I bought it. And I still have, I got the 3-year warranty on it, extended warranty from Micro Center. So I got 2 more years. No way, the E-Jet did update. Or you get a bottleneck, yeah. Welcome in, Brooks. Alright, here we are. Top of climb is coming up, 380. Top of descent's right up there as well. We're expecting runway 19 right, which should be fine based on the weather. It's a 10 knot headwind at 19 right. So, I'm going to prepare for 19 right. That's an ILS. My divorce costs more than the 5090, so no complaints here. Alright. There's our climb. We're still climbing. Alright, no, there we go. We're leveling off. That's because of the standard pressure, I think. Yeah, that seems to be still a weird issue. Okay. It's stable. All's looking good. Let's go ahead and plan for our arrival. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 36 for our altitude for the arrival. 3,600. And this plane should start the descent automatically once it reaches top of descent. So I'm watching what's it doing right now. Alright, it's just stabilizing. Alright. 3.6. What did I say? 3.6, yeah. Okay, so that's set in there. Let's go down here then. And let's go to nav. No, not nav. Radio. Verify it has the ILS we want, which is going to be 1105. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. 110 and a 5. Whoop, missed something. 110 and a 5. Gosh dang it. 5. Plop that there. 110 and 5. Plop that over there. Then we go over to performance, landing, this guy. We put in our information. We grab this from our briefing panel. Go to raw, and we're going to scroll on down here to takeoff, or sorry, landing weight. We're going to put in that right here. So 62.8. So 62.812. Plop that there. Our winds, we can grab that. from the weather. And we want landing wind. 190 at 8. So 190 at 8. Flap that there. Temperature is 7. Bam. That's it. Now if we hit landing, you'll see we now have our reference for landing. Cool, huh? Easy peasy. Get rid of that. And of course now Beyondatc will give us different runways for the arrival. Let's see. Where can you read the changed log? I just looked in the Discord. In their Discord. We can also put our minimums in, which is 1530. That's going to be up here. 1530 right there. Didn't the Ejet update that came out, like the experimental build, come out the same time, around the same time, or like just before the 738 came out? And now it's coming out right before the 737. That's hilarious. Let's see. Chicken says, Lex, did you get a WASM crash? No WASM crash. No, I had a weird issue with Flight Sim, where it said that I lost internet connection or something. Other than, you know, just that weird issue. I'm not sure why, but a good restart of the sim worked out fine. Well, you have all good flight and stream. I'm off for a bit. Thanks for coming in, relax. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for chatting with me today. Top of descent coming up pretty quickly here in about 50 nautical miles. We have 210 nautical miles to go. We have a headwind that's slowing us down at 46 knots. Man, I was doing, like, where was I flying? It was, like, last week sometime. I was, where I was flying to, I was getting, like, just headwinds galore. And, of course, then I do some South America flights, and it's like, you know, I depart going towards the east, and I land going towards the east. It's so cool. It was like a straight path. I was like, man, South America's great. They make it too easy. Does it tell you when your TOD time is? Good question. Progress. I don't know for sure. It might, but I don't know. I'm not the best E-Jet pilot. There's our next waypoint. Yeah, I don't know. I wish Adam was still here, because Adam might know. Doesn't show me here either. So, yeah, I don't know. There's descent. That could be that one there. 16 or 169 nautical miles. Doesn't tell me time though. It could be that one. No, that can't be right. $13:43 Zulu time. Yeah, I don't know. It might. I just don't know where. Oh, maybe it shows here. ETA 22 minutes at 6. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So if you go to performance, descent, and it shows you right here, ETA or ETE, 21 minutes. So at 14:06 Zulu time. 21 minutes. So at that time. Yeah, so it does. It does. What else can we talk about? Okay, so on the last stream I mentioned it, my cat. Talk about the cat. Had to bring it to the vet. That's why I didn't stream last Wednesday. Also, they were doing some work here at the at our unit. But anyways, so she does have diabetes again. Got that confirmed, and so we put her back on insulin. 2 units a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. But she on Sunday, I noticed she started shaking, and she was really tired, And so I tested her levels, and her blood sugar was like super low, like dangerous low. They gave her some honey, she ate some food, and got it stabled. So it looks like she might be slowly kind of going back into remission. We may not have to do the insulin too long. Because now we're on half units now. So 1 full unit a day, half unit in the morning and the evening. And so my wife tested her levels yesterday, and that was no insulin since the night before, and her levels were a bit high. So we're hoping that these half units are going to help a lot. This plane looks solid. Does it feel much better now? Also, thanks for showing me the TOD. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So far I'm very happy with what I'm seeing for this flight. I am super happy. The VNAV has worked flawlessly. The plane always ever since the compatible version of Sim Update 4, or sorry, Flight Sim 2024, the compatible version that came out last summer. The flight handling has been spectacular with this plane. Spectacular. I still say this plane is worth the purchase. Even before this update that came out, the first experimental build, it's just a fun plane. The sounds are good, the modeling looks fine, the flight handling is really good. You just gotta understand that it's an experimental. You're gonna run into issues. It's not, ready to go like a PMDG plane is. It lacks. It's not even in it builds, day one launch plane. It's worse than that for sure. But if you understand you're going to run into an issue, and then understand you can compensate for some of those issues, not so much the WASM crashes, but Adam himself said he rarely ever has them. I rarely ever have them either, right? So like you just got to understand that the plane's going to have problems, and if you're more comfortable doing vertical speed instead of following the VNAV, then do that, right? Like I was going to do a flight with the Ejet in South America the other day, and I didn't because I was concerned, because I was going to do things throughout the day, throughout the flight. I was going to go do some things here at the apartment. Stretching there, cat. Goofball. But I was concerned that the VNAV wasn't going to work the way it wants to work. So I just took a different plane out. But so far, it's a small test, but so far this update to the VNAV is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I'm gonna put a poll up. We're gonna put up a poll for the next flight, because I can still even do a VFR flight, but I'm going to put a poll for the next flight. Should we do another flight with the E-Jet in South America? Or should we go and do the VFR flight with the Kodiak? Because we are going to, regardless, we're going to do a Kodiak VFR flight. It just means that if we do the South America flight, then we'll end up doing a shorter Kodiak flight. So we'll leave that poll up for the remainder of this flight, and then whatever wins for that, then we'll make a decision. But I'm down for taking this in South America now. I'm really interested to see how that would perform in South America, the VNAV, because South America's rolling hills and mountains and all that jazz. So it'd be very interesting to see how it all plays out. But I know that Misty Apex is requesting. and Stewards are requesting also a VFR Kodiak flight, well, not Kodiak per se, but a VFR flight with Beyond ATC, and then have me actually handle the comms. I got the video up on the channel with me just talking, or sorry, with the auto response. But I know people want to also hear, talking with it, so I'll do the talking. But I am not the best. when it comes to VFR, I'm very much learning. That's why I won't do a tutorial video on it, because I have a lot to learn about VFR. I'm not even close to being a beginner or intermediate. I'm still very early with my learning of the VFR.
Runway 3337. Contact Fort Worth, Center 13 2.2.
Contact Fort Worth Center 13 2.2, Envoy 3337. Fort Worth Center, Envoy 3337. Good morning. Right, level 380.
Envoy 3337. Fort Worth Center. Copy.
I did order yesterday. I did order the Lego DC plane. I'm super excited. It should be coming tomorrow. It should be coming tomorrow. But the DC-3, I ordered that yesterday. I'm super excited. It's going to be the first set I've built in a long while. I'm trying to think of the last set I built. But it's definitely been a while since I built a Lego set. The last one might have been the Concorde, which was like 2 years ago. It might have been the Concorde. VFR is only on tower frequency. Yes, currently only on towered frequency. So your departure, so what you can do is you can do circuits if you want to, like pattern work at the airport, touch and goes, that kind of stuff. Or you can do full flights. Now, if you do a full flight, understand that it has to be a towered airport to a towered airport if you want, you know, full VFR stuff. And on top of that, there's no flight following. So once you hit to the skies, you're on your own. The next call you'll make is going to be either to go change frequencies, or the next call you'll make is at the arrival airport, letting them know what your intentions are. So understand that that's what we have going on with VFR with Beyond ATC. Now, I've done a handful of flights with it, and it's all been pretty good. I did have a couple issues. There's one known issue right now, and it's with the Kodiak, and it registers it as a Porter aircraft with SimBrief. But if you use the in-flight planner, it doesn't work at all. So you do have to use I also couldn't use little nav map to generate a flight plan and have it import. Now, eventually they say the plan is you don't have to file a flight plan, that you can just, you know, go on the comms and be like, yo, this is what I am, this is what my intentions are, and it will do its thing. But that's down the road. That's down, you know, one of the other phases. Yeah, it's gonna be a cool feature to have in the future. But for right now, what I'm seeing is it's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. Like, I had one, it was so incredible. It was, the thing that, there's two things that kind of suck. One is, I was trying to record the flight, but I didn't record the audio from Beyond ATC. Two, I had an issue on the second, so, okay, let me tell you what was going on. On the flight, I was getting ready to land at San Jose, I think it was. And so I got on a tower and talked to them, and they said, yeah, you're clear to land. And it said, follow the Porter on final. I think it was Porter. Maybe it might have said a different plane. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. I had visual on that plane. I saw it on my TCAS. It was so freaking cool. The instructions that Beyond ATC gave me. I've never had it. You know, I've done so many flights with Beyond ATC, but it's things like that just get you like, wow, this is incredible. Visually see that plane, hearing them on the comms. The problem, though, came as I came in for the arrival. Beyond ATC told me to go around because there was a plane on the runway. I didn't see a plane on the runway, but I had to. My thought was, okay, well, it had to be that plane that just landed, that PC, whatever it was, Porter 6 or something like that. It had to be that. but I didn't have eyes on it. So I went around, right? Did a circuit, came back around, told me what to do, right? Told me to get midfield and then report back. So it said left base and then midfield, report back. So I did that, came back around, let him know my intentions. You know, we're on base to land whatever runway. And it's like, cool, no problem. Clear to land. So I came in again for the arrival, and it told me that, again, to go around because there was a plane on the ground. And I didn't see that plane anywhere, though. I did not see that plane anywhere. So I'm thinking there was a bug with it, thinking that that plane landed, but that plane was not on the runway, it was not on a taxiway. That plane that landed went somewhere else, went to a hangar somewhere. So that was unfortunate. I said I landed anyways. But the video you saw was really, really cool. That's up on the channel because I got to see the other plane on TCAS, and they were clear to land like runway 27, and I was clear to land runway 30 or something like that. But it was so cool. It was such a really cool experience. All right, here we go. Descent time. It's doing its thing. I didn't push any buttons. And that's looking good. All right. Bogota to... what's the ICA codes and how long is the flight? I want to keep the flight short. Like, I want to keep it, you know, between 250 to 300 nautical miles. Just so I have time to do a Kodiak flight. I can't, like, my intentions were, I was going to post this in Discord at some point. My intentions were that I was going to try to limit my streams to... to like one stream a week, just a longer stream. The problem with doing that is my voice starts to go away really quickly. I gotta call for descent. Like it's already going away. It's only been an hour. But I'm drinking as much water as I can to keep it, you know, fresh and neat and loose. Oh, we got a runway change. One left. Which is the wrong one runway, by the way. The winds definitely should not be having us land in runway 1 right. Or 1 left, sorry. But we'll do it anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and program. Let's see if the FMC doesn't kill us. So let's go to flight plan. No, what is it? Route. Arrival. Runway. 1 left. ILS, there's no star. Arrival and apply. That's all looking good still. It's going to drop us a little faster, potentially. Yep, it's trying to readjust our arrival. Now we go over here to performance, landing. And then we shouldn't have to adjust anything with that. The winds are all going to be the same. Yeah, nothing's going to... Runway heading, that's adjusted automatically. Radios, 1105, that needs to be adjusted to 1109. Or sorry, 109. Oh, sorry, 1091. Jesus. 1091. Okay. It's all looking good. Yeah, a little aggressive with the descent there after I made the adjustments, but it didn't WASM, it didn't do anything weird. All did what it was supposed to. 1514 for the minimums, 1514. So we'll do 1510. Okay, all's looking grand. Maybe a little over an hour flight time. Let me check. Let's see. I want to see the distance. Sky vector. Sky vector. Vector. Alright, let's see. SKBO to SEQM. It's 383 nautical miles. Yeah, it's a little longer than I want. At 230 miles per knots, it's about an hour and a half. Yeah, it's a little longer than I want. I might just do one of my go-tos. Yeah, I might do one of my go-tos. Although I'm gonna save that because I might do that in the future. Like I said, I don't want to do something too long. Not when my voice is already acting up. All right, the good news, we got straight in arrival. That's gonna save us some time. Runway 1 left. We're gonna exit to the right, probably at Bravo. We do have that tailwind though at 16 knots, so we should not be landing runway 1 left, but that's what Beyond ATC is giving us, so that's what we're gonna do. We will be expecting a vector to the left here. And as of right now, we are set up. We got 6 votes in, only 6 votes. Come on, people, vote. Next flight, Ejet again in South America, or should we jump right into Kodiak for VFR flights? If we do the Kodiak, we do a couple VFR flights. If we do Ejet, we just do 1 VFR flight after this. That'll push us at about 3 hours or so. Our ETA is what now? What are we looking at ETA? We got 90 nautical miles to go. ETA is at 13. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're gonna slow down a bit here, but Champ says we can do it. Oh, we can do it in the real world every day. It's a great scenic flight, and both high altitude airports. That's why I bring it up. Oh, nice! I like the high altitude airports. Those are really fun. Those are really, really fun. That's what's really cool about South America, is that you get that giant change in landscape. Depending on where you fly, you could be at sea level, or you could be landing at, 5,000 feet. It's awesome. For VFR and IFR flying. Now, South America has more VNAV approaches. Has a few more VNAV, depending on, weather and all that jazz. So, that will make an interesting test if we do the E-Jet again. Which I'm very much looking forward to trying again. I'd love to do another flight with it. It'll probably be what I fly all day today, honestly. Tomorrow is the 737 day, so I'll probably be flying that one after work. And the next stream... probably... It might be Sunday. I might do a stream Sunday. We'll kind of see. Play it all by ear. I wasn't 100% sure on today. I honestly wasn't... I hadn't planned on it until I saw the E-Jet update came out. And I was like, well, might as well. Because I thought about doing a VFR flights yesterday on stream, but I ended up not. Love flying in South America. SAWH is my favorite favorite to land at. Ooh, nice. Welcome in, Scotland. Happy to see you in. Hopefully you're having a great week. Some lady yesterday, she's like, what'd she say? She said it's been a long week. I'm like, it's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. How can it be a long week? It's the second day of the new week. I suppose, though, it's possible, because if you work throughout the weekend, right? And let's say you're off on, Wednesday, Thursday or something. Your off days are Wednesday, Thursday. I suppose then it's a long week. But it's not, I don't know. Even when I used to, work every, 7 days a week kind of thing, different days, I still, I don't know. I don't think I've ever would have said it that way. I think I would have said something like, I don't know. Can't wait for a day off or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I would have said it's been a long week.
Turn right, heading 105. Turn right, heading 105.
All right, coming up on 18,000 feet. Go to standard pressure in just a second.
Turn right, heading 105.
What's the altimeter in Wichita? 3003. So we'll go back to... That's not working. Alright. 3003. That's set. Although it's also like the aggressive VNAV. I think the FENIX has the same thing. It's just kind of aggressive on descent sometimes. The one plane I feel like doesn't have that problem is the 737. The 737 will just go at its own leisure. Now the E-Jet is restricted by speed. Or not the E-Jet, the FENIX does reject, you know, there's definitely times where I came in too high because the approach speed wasn't, you know, where it's supposed to be on the descent. Or I failed to realize it and didn't have the air brakes out. Slow us on down. Now, course, I'm going to go and put in the course of 016, just to make sure it's set. Heading, I expect a vector to the left here, so I'm going to go ahead and just adjust it to what I think it's going to give us. Which is about there somewhere. They do even numbers, so it might do 320. I'm going to put that there. Speed's looking good. All's looking really good so far. We got about 17 nautical miles before our final waypoint up here, and then we'll get our vector, but we should get our vector probably within the next 10 nautical miles, I would assume. Alright, looks like we got one vote, I think, in the E-Jet. The rest of it's all, sorry, on the Kodiak. The rest of it's all been the E-Jet again, so I guess everyone's spoken. We're doing an E-Jet flight. Round number 2. We're going to go to South America. Hopefully the weather's not frightful. I really hope it's not frightful. Sim Update 5 has been good. No issues with it. You know, so I spent a little time looking at the notes yesterday. And I know Asobo's not the greatest when it comes to the release notes for sim updates. But I noticed that the notes, like, don't really show anything major. Like, there's been some pretty good changes with other planes. Like, the, you know, as default planes. But I not really seen anything major that, I don't know. Sim Update 4, there was the major notes for performance. I didn't see really any performance notes for Sim Update 5. I'm not seeing much of a change personally in terms of performance. Like, it's not bad. It's not, you know, I don't see anything different that's be like, wow, it's a huge difference compared to like 4. 4 was a massive difference. I made 2 videos because of it. Well, I guess one for Sim Update 4 and then one for Sim Update 3. I didn't see any updates, any major notes at least for performance of Sim Update 5. Manny says, went into OP descent on the FENIX yesterday and I got minus 540 before I realized the plane was trying to kill us. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to open descent like that, sometimes, man. I think that's all the notes they were, that's what they were talking about with the, with that plane. FENIX talking about adjusting that a bit. Is it going to be a little too aggressive? Well, in that case, a lot aggressive. 5400's crazy. I think we maxed out in this plane today at like 34 on a climb. I didn't check that descent. I guess we could have gone a little aggressive on the descent as well, but nothing I noticed at least. Alright, I'm waiting to see if we're going to get that vector. Ah, yeah, there it is. 315. Cool. Heading. Good job, Beyondatc. For the win. I love when things come together. Okay, so I was talking about this the other day, but I was watching the show. Oh shoot, what's it called? Son of a gun. Castle Rock. It's 2 seasons. It's on Netflix. And it's really interesting. Stephen King is a producer, executive producer of it. And I think it takes place, well, it takes place in the fictional world that Shawshank is in. And I think that Shawshank Redemption is canon to that Castle Rock show. I think. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny it that it isn't, but I think it is, personally. Anywho, very good show. First season, is, in my opinion, was better. Second season is completely different season. It doesn't go so much on the supernatural or horror aspects like the first season. So I'd say if you really like what the first season offers in terms of the supernatural stuff, then I would probably just skip season 2. Season 2 is a lot more story driven. And it's interesting because it does tie in some of the things from the first season. But if I can go back in time, I would probably just skip season 2. I also watched last night, because it was late and I didn't have enough time to do a flight. I watched the first episode of Maul, so the Darth Maul new animated show on Disney Plus. I'm a big Star Wars guy, and it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. My wife said, because I asked her, like, do you want to watch it together? And she said, well, you watch the first episode and let me know if it's something I like. I don't think it's something she's gonna like. So it's gonna be a show I'll watch on my own. But from season 4 comes out here in a couple weeks. I'm super excited about that because my wife and I watched that one. So I'll probably subscribe to MGM Plus so that we can watch that while it's live. Because I think last season we end up just binging it later on. I'm excited to see how that goes. And then I guess The Boys, the final season of that's coming out pretty quick here. Like, we didn't like the last season so much, but we're gonna watch it just to finish it. Just to kind of finish it up with, you know. That's kind of what I've been watching. There's another show I just found on Netflix. It's I don't remember what it's called though. Some Curious Cases or something like that. I can't remember. But I'm interested in seeing what that's like. I haven't watched any of it yet, so. I'm finding that I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, actually wanting to watch different stuff versus the same crap I always watch. You know, like normally, like I went on that binge recently of rewatching Frasier, rewatching Seinfeld, rewatching just a bunch of other shows I've watched again, you know, watched over and over and over. But I'm kind of open to watching new stuff again, so I'm watching some of that stuff. And it's helping that I'm not streaming as often or making content. It gives me that free time to you know, just enjoy life. Alright, we're going to put this at 3,000 feet on this arrival. The other one was 38. We're about 22 nautical miles out. We'll get ready to do our laps in just a little bit. Then we'll do our second flight in South America with the beautiful E-Jet. Let's see if I can find a livery that works for the flight. I'll start off with using random flight generator from SimBrief World. And if that doesn't give me something I like, then I'll switch it on over to just do one of my other flights I've done with the South America flights. Well, yeah, it's like dominating now. 14 votes in, 93 to 7%. Jesus, folks. The people have spoken. $16 nautical miles out. No airport yet, although it's probably blocked by this big old tower here. And they said intercept the one left localizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and arm the approach. I should be able to hit this button, right? Nope, we have to, oh yeah, localizer's armed. Okay. And I'm not gonna worry about approach speed yet. Because this plane does slow down pretty easily. 15 nautical miles out. The airport's going to be pretty much right after this little bend of the river. we should capture a localizer. Fingers crossed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swing on in.
Runway 3337. Descend, maintain 2,300 feet.
Descend, maintain 2,000.
14 nautical miles out.
3337.
Might be too far for the localizer. Localizer's captured. Speed's coming back. Nosing up. Why are we nosing up? Alright, VNav, you're failing me. Alright, what the hell? Alright, at her first. Alright, autopilot's off my aircraft. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Why did it nose up all crazy like that? Hey, that was a weird issue. Is it trying to... I don't know what... I don't know. Let's go autopilot on now. Is it going to be all willy-nilly? That was crazy. Alright, so... there's our first bug we had with the plane. Let's go and do our first notch of flaps. That was weird. It just nosed up crazy. Descend to 2-3. Alright, flaps 2. We're 8 nautical miles out. Get our gear down here in a second. And we haven't gotten switched over the tower yet. I had this bug the other day. I reported it to be on ATC. I'm gonna probably ask to swap over the tower. Which does approach Envoy 3337. Can we be transferred over to the tower, please? Gear coming down.
Runway 3337. Contact tower for landing clearance.
Well, I know. That's what I was asking for. Alright, let's go to the tower. Manually. On frequency.
Tower, runway 3337. Visual runway 1 left.
Oh, it went to hell. It all went to hell, folks.
37. To Turk Tower. Wind 19 or 0 at 16. Runway 1 left cleared to land.
Runway 1 left.
Alright, flaps 4.
Runway 3337.
And flaps 5. Alright, autopilot is all off my aircraft. Yeah, we should not be landing on runway 1 left. The ATC failed us big time on the landing runway. We had a 29 knot tailwind. Alright, gears down, flaps are set. Good for the arrival. Tailwheel landings kind of suck, especially when it's this aggressive. It's dying off a little bit. The plane just behaves so much different. No V-speed callouts. Or speed, altitude, sorry. It's a little hard on landing, I'm pretty sure. Alright, reverse. Hard, definitely because of that tailwind landing, though. I'm blaming the tailwind. Can I make this? Nah, we'll wait. Get a big old FedEx. Is that an MD-11? No. 777, probably.
Runway 3337. Takes the next available taxiway.
Alright, we'll exit over at Charlie. Yeah, Charlie will exit. Flaps coming up. Alright, we made it on the ground. Wasn't the greatest landing of all time, but It all worked out. Yeah, I don't know what that nose up thing was. That was weird. The tower didn't want to switch with Beyond ATC. Had that issue last night. But of course, I'm on the experimental build, so, you know, issues gonna happen.
Envoy 3337. Contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er. Envoy 33.
Alright, let's go and get the APU fired up. Landing lights are off, taxi lights are on, and flaps are all up. Good flight, though. Good flight. Alright, the pole is closed. We're doing South America for the next flight, and then we'll do a short little Kodiak flight, VFR, after that. I'm going to try to find like a super short little flight here in South America. Like 200 nautical miles. And when I mean short, I mean short. This is an awful, ugly scenery from MS Sceneries or something like that. I only own a handful of them, but this is the only option there is for this airport. And I flew into Wichita enough when I was using APL with whatever airline it was. Probably SkyWest. So I was like, I need something. And this is just slightly better than default. It's just slightly better. Alright, GPU is connecting. Let's go on down here. Stop and stop. Engines are turned off. Light is complete. So, I was the only one that voted for the Kodiak. You might have been. You might have been. Alright, good flight. Good flight. Ejet did good for the most part, except for that arrival. I think something to do with the ILS, I'm guessing. Okay, so second flight. Let's bring up our good friend Random Flight Generator. I'll bring it up on the screen so y'all can see it. This is a great little tool to use. And we're going to do, I'm going to do 150 to 200 nautical miles. And the type is an E... What do they fly in South America? They don't fly the E170. They fly the 90, right? Is it the 90 they fly there? That's Mexico. Star Alliance, or Alliance Airlines. Which one do they fly in Mexico? Or, South America? I guess I'll have to just figure this out. No MS Scenery allowed here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what liveries we have, I guess. There's a bug with SimUpdate 5. If you hit the config, nothing happens, but if you hit F, it goes into the configuration. Alright, so for the 170 liveries, there are none. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Okay. United America. Okay, so nothing there. Let's go back and save. Let's do the 175. Oh yeah. Hit the button. Gotta wait for this to pop up. This has got to be a SimUpdate 5 bug. KLM, United, lot. Okay, let's go to the 190. 190, I'm at 195. Testing it. Bad habits. That's in the ground. Tap Alliance Air Eastern. We might just have to go with the Mexico. I thought, why am I getting myself confused here? I'll try the 195. That's cargo. I thought there was, another one that does... Azul, here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, Azul. What's the Azul ICA code? Alright, so Azul ICAO is AZU. Alright. AZU is the code. Let's bring up our brief... there we go. Yeah, thank you, champ. Alright. Here we go. So, the guy here. AZU. There we go. We're gonna do 150 to 200. Are there any flights? Alright, here we go. 195. Perfect. We'll do this flight. Alright, so generate our flight plan. The 195. Dual class. And generate. Alright, save. I don't know why it took me so long to realize what airline that was. Azul. Alright. And then we're going to SBSP. Do I have this airport? It's on sale. Do I have this? I think I do. Let me check my community folder. Community folder. SBSP. Well, I'll be damned. I don't have it. Do I have the arrival airport? SBCF. Oh, hell, I don't have either one. Is either one of them... Are both of them? Yeah, there's... Oh, no. There's no paid wear for this one, but there is for the other one. SBSP. It's on sale. What's the reviews like? Let's go to the marketplace. Let's check it out real quick. $10. This purchase includes a 2020 version of the... Oh, no bandwidth. There's that bandwidth issue. Release date. Last updated. Looks nice. I'll wait. I'll wait. I just don't know for sure if it's going to be any good. Oh, it's fantastic, Champ says. The add-on is good? Do you see it's a good add-on? What the hell is the airport? I'm gonna wait. Well, hell. You say it's a fantastic airport, huh? SBSP. I don't know. Should I do it? Yeah, he probably makes the best sceneries in South America, in my opinion. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I want to do it. I really want to do it, but I'm gonna wait. I thought I had it. I bought a couple. I bought quite a few of them recently. All right, 3.5 left. So we're gonna go default scenery. Where the hell are we supposed to park at? All right, I guess we'll park here. I'm gonna wait because I don't know how often I'll fly here, so I want to make sure. I'm gonna fly here enough. Now this might take a little bit longer to load up because we haven't done the 195. Guys, do you think the stream is a tiny bit blurry because I don't see the numbers on the PFD? Or is it just me? You might have to increase your streaming, what's it called? Your stream settings on YouTube. But I'm pushing out 10 So yeah, it should be, you're pushing out max frames here. I haven't lost a single frame, so it should be good. It should be good. But if anyone else says it's bad, then I guess let me know and I can adjust something. Like I said, this might take a little bit longer to load on up. Departure's runway 35 left. Arrival is going to be runway 2 right. That's what I love about South America. You're just beelining it pretty much straight away. Straight away. No, running TAA. Running TAA. Turbo Apple Advantage. Alright, while this is loading up, I'm going to step away. I'm going to get the cat a little bit more food, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're still loading? Oh, there we go. Jesus. Oh yeah, I should have got the airport. I should have got the airport. Oh well. You got melted buildings back there. Alright, here we are. Ooh, Jesus, the weather is going to be frightful here, isn't it? Alright, top into cockpit. Activate license. Uh-oh, I gotta do my license. Hold on now. Hold the horses. We gotta do the license. Contrail. Let me get my license. You gotta do this for each variant. I forgot about that. You gotta do this for every variant. Of course, I'm not stupid enough to show it on stream, so. Alright, so we go to My Products, and we do the EJ190. Grab my serial number. Copy it. And then here, click the button. Activate it. Done. Close contrail. Make sure it's fully closed. Contrail is closed. I guess FS Realistic works. I didn't think FS Realistic was going to work in Sim Update 5 beta. I thought it was broken. Profile, we're going to copy. I'm just going to do my MD11 one I like. Close that out. Let's go to Chase Plane. And we can easily just import our 170. Here's the Chase Plane update, Sim Update 5. Go back, import, and then we're going to bring in the 170, import all, replace, and bam. Good to go with Chase Plane. Let's update the guy at the top there. Bam. That's done too. Okie dokie. Oh, they got a... Oh, wow, there's a couple things that are new in this plane. All right, over here to the left-hand side, GPU connected. Flight details, import this guy. Got that going, got that guy. Departure 35 left. And dry conditions. Anti-ice is going to be off. Get that going. Calculate, calculate. Instant, instant, manifest. Then to the top, batteries are on. Emergencies armed. APU is firing up. Stro's beacon, and that's all good. Okay. Beyond ATC, you're next. That's loading up next. Bing, bing. And then our last flight we're going to do in the Kodiak. And that's going to be based on the wind. Wherever the wind's not aggressive, that's where we'll fly to. Or fly around. We'll just do a short little VFR flight. The thing with that is you got to find, like, again, 2 towered airports. So I might have to just do large or big airports. And there's only 3 regions, I think, that are currently available. I think this carries over all the stuff from the previous... No, it doesn't. Okay, so we go to, what was it? Nav, data link, address, flight plan. I'm going to plop that all in here again. Again, I don't know if you're supposed to do it in just 1 or 2, but I do them both. Just to make sure. Doesn't hurt. Alright, now that we have those both going, we can send report, activate, departure, 35 left. Let's get beyond ATC doing its thing. IFR clearance.
Azul 2610, IFR to Santos Dumont Airport.
3 Bravo.
Azul 2610, Sao Paulo delivery. Expect runway 35 left. Bay and 3 Bravo departure with enable transition.
To
Squawk
right.
152.
Bay and 3 Bravo
This is an
departure.
RNAV approach. Jesus.
Squawk 1252.
RNAV.
Azul
2610. Is that correct?
X-ray, I guess. And star.
Full contact ground 121.9.
1 alpha.
Pushback or engine start.
The
Azul
coven.
2610. Thanks.
Apply. Performance. Request it. That's all good. Flight plan. Send this over to performance. Takeoff. Hold on. Let's go to a radio first. Standby. And then we're going to do performance. Takeoff. Alright, trim is going to be up. Oh, sorry, actually was right. 3.4. Perfect. Okay. Then, left-hand side APU is available. Ground services. Disconnect that guy. Disconnect that guy. That's all lovely. Go to map here. Heatcast. So we don't forget. And we're ready for pushback.
Azul 2610 at ramp 14.
Let's go ahead and get our pushback dude connected.
Azul 2610, South Polo ground. Pushback and engine start.
Now, what are we climbing up to? 2.9 on this flight.
Approved. 8 southeast. Azul 2610.
Alright, 2.9. Plugged in the box. Yaw damper. Good. Parking brake released. Pushback commencing. Up top. Get that going. Down here, engine number 2 firing up. Locking. And we're going to push to the left.
Town 3120, request taxi to the active. Town 3120, taxi holding point runway 35.
It's a much longer plane.
Next, via Bravo.
Much longer plane.
Point runway 35 left via Whiskey. Lake, via Bravo, Town 3120.
I do miss that, you know, flaps 1 on this one. I do miss GSX's, you know, just pushes back. But I also don't need all of the other stuff it offers. I'm not going to open up that can like I always do. Alright, we want to face the left, so we want to go right? No, we want to go left, right? I always forget what direction it's supposed to be. Alright, let's make a turn. Nope, other way. That way. Alright, so the opposite way. Opposite way. So it's direction we want the tail to be going. Alright, pushback's looking good. Engine number 1's next. Where'd our tug go? Oh, it's right down there still. Still connected. Halt! Who goes there? Disconnect the tug. Good. Parking brake is set. Engine number 1's firing up. Flaps are coming down. This ought to be interesting. So we're going to be experiencing an RNAV likely approach into Rio de Janeiro. All right, engine number 1 is firing up. Have a good day. Let's go and get a taxi clearance. A lot of planes here.
2610. Request taxi to the active.
Lima, huh?
Taxi holding point runway 35 left via Mike. This Bravo.
Taxi hold.
Mike Lima,
35
Bravo.
left
What the hell's
Mike.
Bravo at?
Lima, Bravo. Azul 2610.
Our taxi lights are on. To the top we go. APU is off. Parking brake is released. Engines are all good. Takeoff.
Takeoff okay.
Takeoff okay. Let's go taxi on out. Now this is a much longer plane. Let's see how much I screw this up. It's a high probability I'll screw it up an awful lot. It's also going to be our first RNAV approach in this plane in a while.
Azul 5020, ramp 1, request pushback and engine start.
Alright, slow down, slow down, slow down.
5020, south polar ground, pushback approved. Face north.
This is cool. I'm glad it won, because I really wanted to do another flight with the E-Jet. And I really want to fly in South America. I think I will pick up this airport, though. I think I will. With Azul, I'll need to have another good airport here in Brazil. All right, so we're not turning at this one. We're turning at the next one. We should get tower. There it is. We'll take this one here. We don't need the whole runway. Landing lights are on. Ready for departure.
610, holding short, runway 35 left.
Azul 2610, hold short of runway 35 left.
Hold short.
Arriving traffic.
Arriving traffic. Ooh.
Hold short of runway 35 left. Azul 2610.
Yeah, there's a plane coming in. We just saw a plane depart. Somewhere over there. The other thing is performance is so smooth in South America compared to the US and like Europe, because there's not as much photogrammetry. It's so smooth. This is my first time in the 190 in a long time. This is a 195, but very long time. Paulo Ricardo is one of the best developers for the flight sim. You won't be disappointed. I will grab it. I will grab it. I should have grabbed it. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. A vital mistake. Whoa, that was fast.
Azul 2610, South Polar Tower, wind 330 degrees, 12 knots, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff. Traffic 7 mile final, no delay.
No delay. I'll haul your ass. Get the hell out of here, they're telling me. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, 195. We gotta go. We got a 7 mile final. Jesus, can't say words. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, throttle up. And auto throttle's armed. Let's go flying. It's windy here as well in South America.
80 knots.
80 knots checked.
Good one.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Oh, let's go. Get off the ground. Get off the ground. All right, little struggle with getting off the ground. Gear going up.
Azul 2610, proceed transponder.
Oh crap.
1252.
Squawk 1252.
1252. I did it again.
Azul 2610.
All right, nav
119.8
and VNav.
South Pole Control 119.8. Azul 2610. South Pole Control. Azul 2610. Day 1,100 feet.
We got a hold here. 140. All right, autopilot's on. I want to just see how it's going to perform. We have a restriction. 5500 restriction. Now they cleared us to go higher, so we can technically bypass it, but I'm gonna let the plane do its thing. Flaps are up. All right, we're just checking the VNav experience here. VNav testing. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That's weird. Alright. Alright, chase plane. Well, you're going way too fast there. Alright. I gotta look at the settings. Look at that. I gotta get rid of this thing up here. Hold on. Get rid of this overlay for a second, because that's a beautiful picture. Look at that. What a time to be a simmer, man. What a time to be a simmer. Unfollow. Bye-bye. Yeah, 10K cutscene. Now, what the heck was that all about? Alright, let's check chase plane. Something got goofed up with the settings, I think. Menu preferences. Chase plane features. Which one is it under now? Mouse look. Speed, rotation, speed boost. Cinematic. Yeah, it should be 15 seconds. That was definitely faster than 15 seconds, so that must be a bug with Sim Update 5 beta. Okay, VNav's not doing too bad. It's much more stable than in the past builds. I'm impressed by that. All right, we have a disco here. That must be for the RNAV connection, though. The weather is VFR conditions in Rio de Janeiro. That's got to be a free airport, right? In the sim? Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet. And we're climbing at 5,000 feet per minute. It's awfully high. They're awfully aggressive. Alright, landing lights are off. So still, I still think VNav needs some love. It's still a little too aggressive. Still a little too aggressive, but it's better. Alright, where's the disco at? The disco up here is at NIB. There it is right there. So we can kill that out. Delete. And activate. That'll be connecting that VNav. Oh, I guess it's just a flight. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay.
Crossing flight level 123 for flight level 140.
Okay, all's looking good. Let's prepare for the arrival because it is a short flight. Runway 2 right. Let's see. RNP visual. Lima, Bravo, Alpha, X-ray is what I picked. Alright, so 305 for the minimums. So 300. Alright, 300 in the box there, and that's about all we can do right now. Although we can put a weight here too. So landing. Alright, let's go to performance, landing, landing. Put in this jazz, so we're going to grab our briefing panel again. Fetch the new flight. Go to raw. Go on down here to LAW. That's going to be 85700. Plop that in there. The winds back to the top. Weather. And the weather at our airport, RJ here, is 2 at 6. So 020 at 6. Plop that there. And then our temperature is a blistering 27. Bam. Here we go. All set. My dad said he's wants to take me to Colombia one day. I'd love to go. I gotta get a passport, but I would love to go. That'd be awesome. That'd be so freaking awesome. It's gonna be so bad for me though, because my Spanish is so bad. I was learning it a couple of years ago. I was trying to learn it, and I can definitely pick up on what people are saying in context. So like yesterday, someone that primarily spoke Spanish, so I was trying to figure out what she was saying. Thankfully, we had someone there who spoke Spanish and was able to translate for me. And but I was able to pick up a lot of the words she was saying. Like I couldn't figure out the exact sentence, but based on a couple of the words I can pick up, I was like, okay, yeah, she is asking how fast it's gonna get to where it's supposed to get to, you know. And then there's certain words like if you look, you know, like I worked in shipping, so you know, what's the address is what we'd say. You know, you can say direction, I think that's how to say, and that would be the, you know, that's Spanish for the address. So there's, you know, again, in context, if it's just two random people talking, I'm not gonna be able to pick it up. But in context, I might be able to get enough information out of it. Alright, here's our arrival. I guess I can probably kill out this disco here, because it's going to be straight in... Oh, it's runway 2. Going to be a turn to the well... I'm going to leave it the way it is right now. We're going to wait until we get closer into the arrival. So OBS had an update, and it changed the way the volume meters are. The volume meters, yeah. And I don't know if I like it the way it is. Like, I didn't like it the way it was before. It was horizontal, now it's vertical. I don't know which one I prefer, though. Alright, what are we climbing up to? 2.8? Yeah, no, 290. Climb's looking good. Okay, so far, here's what I have for the E-Jet. The first flight, after the sim was weird, the first flight, all was good. It was a little aggressive, right? Still a little aggressive on the climbs and descents. But it all worked the way it's supposed to, for the most part. It climbed when it's supposed to, it descended when it's supposed to. That was good. Again, it's just a little aggressive. The biggest issue was that arrival. Was definitely the arrival, because I don't know if it was just trying to climb to intercept the glide slope and it just freaked out and went to the altitude that the glide slope was supposed to be at. I don't know. That part was weird. So I don't know. I guess I'm about to do more flying with the E-Jet on an ILS approach to see how that's going to work. Again, I don't know if that was a Sim Update 5 bug or if that's an E-Jet bug. It's hard to tell with one little flight test like that. And this one, unfortunately, is a VNAV. Or sorry, RNAV, so it's hard to compare the two. Man, it's so much longer of a plane compared to the 170. The 170 is one little baby. Oh, bye-bye. I love the livery of this. I love the Brazil, you know, was here within the logo. And then Azul, all I can think about is Ghostbusters. Azul. Speaking of Ghostbusters, so I talked about this before. There's, what was it, last month? Yeah. We went to a Lord of the Rings concert. And so they play the movie, but it's a live orchestra that does the music. It's really, really cool. Well, I'm going to go to one in October for Ghostbusters. So the first Ghostbusters movie, they're going to have a live orchestra. So all the music is all going to be through the orchestra. That's going to be freaking awesome. Ghostbusters and Back to the Future are my top 2 favorite movies of all time. You know, we talked about it before, like comfort movies to watch, comfort TV shows. Definitely those are my 2 comfort shows to watch. And if I had to pick one of the 2, I'm going to go Ghostbusters. Back to the Future is a very close second, though. I could rewatch the first... I'm talking about the original movies, not the sequels, but the originals. I can watch those all the time. And then Ninja Turtles is in there, too. The live-action Ninja Turtles from the 90s. That's in there as well. That's number 3. But those 3 movies are definitely my most watched movies of all time. And so I'm super excited for the Ghostbusters. That's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And it's a smaller stadium, or smaller auditorium, compared to the one we saw in Chicago. So I bet you the acoustics are going to be even better. Oh man, I'm so excited. So excited. Got some seats in the middle. It's a little farther back, but in the middle on the main stage, on the main floor. So that's cool. Got to spend a little extra, it was like an extra $20 or something, nothing crazy. But it's going to be so cool. I'm so excited. Alright, let's go ahead and put it in our descent then. So 2,000 feet for the arrival. Actually, hold on. The RNAV is saying down to 6,000. Down to 6,000. I'm going to put in 6,000 initially here. And we should descend at top of descent like the previous flight. Alright, there it is. 6,000. Top of the descent's coming up pretty quickly here. So now we figured out where that was on the last flight, but it is under where again? Under performance descent at 1532. Wait, what? That's definitely wrong. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. That might be way wrong. Top of the descent's right there. We have no discos in there, right? Yeah. Descent's right here, so that... something's goofed up with that. ETA... that's a rival ETA. Performance... descent... yeah, I don't know, that's... something seems to be goofy with that. We'll keep an eye on it. Make sure we're descending when we're supposed to. Thankfully, we're going to be over the water for the descent. So we don't got to worry about all the big old mountains on the left of us. Perfect.
Expect Azul 1 Alpha with the Gillette transition. Runway 02 right. Azul 2610.
I can't wait for Beyondatc to add the update of the co-pilot will be based on the airline you're flying for. That's cool. I'm so cool. I'm so happy. I'm so cool. I'm so happy that they brought that. I brought it up on the stream and then we got confirmation that they're working on it. Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome. It's a cool feature to have. I was saying for the airport, but the airline makes more sense. Bye-bye. Alright, descent will be any moment now. We should be on the ground here within the next 20-ish minutes.
Argentina 1273, flight level 330. Down 3122, Brazil ascend. Expect a Zulu 1 Bravo with the multi transition. Runway 02 right. Expect a Zulu 1 Bravo with the multi transition. Runway 02 right, down 3122. Argentina 1273, Brazil ascend. Radar contact.
All right, so I can happy the descent's happening now. I'm happy to report that the tower situation is a known issue with this experimental build. The Beyond ATC is looking into it, based on what I was just reading in the Discord. That's good news. So the last flight we didn't get handled the tower. We'll see what happens on this one. Copilot, is that chattable? The Copilot, no. No, you can't chat with your Copilot. Steven says, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you still streaming." Welcome back, Steven. Steven?
Roger. Climb to flight level 290.
Oh, I forgot to ask for a descent. Whoops. Uh-oh. It was doing something as I was...
2610.
Oh.
Ready for descent.
It looked like it was doing something as I was hit the button. What happened?
Azul 1 Alpha with the Gillette transition. Runway 02 right. All one ready. Azul 2610.
I missed something. There we go. As I was... as I was getting ready to do the prompt, it... it started talking. Whoops. Irishman, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you do. Look at this. Jesus. South America, man. Look at that. Freaking gorgeous. I'm telling you, if I was still using like a career mode, I would not be flying. I would not have done all these flights in South America. Experienced all these incredible scenic views. Fun flights. That's... oh man, it's so fun. Irishman does put, he did put in our virtual airline though. If you're not part of our virtual airline, join FlyLex. It is free, it's on NewSky. Irishman's trying to recruit new pilots. We're trying to add in more hubs, more flights, so we can get more people to, you know, do stuff with us. It's completely free. It's all for fun. No stress, no strings attached. Come join a virtual airline with NewSky. Visit newsky.app to download the free career mode and then join our virtual airline FlyLex. Then, of course, join our Discord, Discord, for additional conversations with the Amazing Irishman. And he is amazing. Keith, welcome in. I haven't seen you for a while. I did it. I had the willpower to not buy the PMDG 737 product while waiting so long for my beloved 700 upgrade. Congratulations, Keith. Congratulations, Keith. The 737-700 upgrade comes out tomorrow. I won't be able to stream it. My work schedule tomorrow is kind of throughout the middle of the day, or throughout morning and evening, so I work a longer day, so by the time I get home, I'll be too exhausted to stream it. You know, so maybe on Sunday if we do a stream, we can do it then. That's this point. I thought I could finally get rejected by AI Copilot. We have our own liveries as well. Yeah, exclamation point files to get some of our FlyLex liveries. We have a couple of FENIX ones. We have the 737-800. We have a 350, 777. I'm missing something, right? Yeah, I'm missing one. There's one more in there, I'm pretty sure. We were going to do more, but I kind of cut back on it. Alright, how are we looking here? Flight level 200. Yeah, I'm excited, Keith, for you to get the 737-700. I'm curious to see what the upgrade cost is going to be. I bet you it's going to be $30 for the upgrade, which I will get. I will get the 737-700. I told myself I wasn't because I got the 600, but you know what? I really, really like the 737. I really, really do. If iFly released the Max today, I might not then, at least initially. But yeah, I'll end up getting it. And then there's the link Irishman posted for us. Our liveries are located in our Google Drive. They're really nice liveries. Really, really good liveries. Missy Apex provided a couple. King Bob provided some great donations. Irishman and P2 and J Russ as well for those liveries.
Present heading, climb to flight level 340. Fly present heading, climb to flight level 340.
All right, so this RNAV approach is gonna have us. I don't know what the hell this RNAV's doing. Okay, yeah, I see now. I see what we got going on. So let's go on down here. Let's kill out that disco. So I think it's going to have us just connect with it. Activate that. That should take care of that. Yeah, it's going to swing us around for the arrival. 17,000 feet. I never went to standard pressure. Hope it's not a couple cups of coffee again. Yeah, I think it's going to be, if I had to put money on it, I'm going to say it's going to be $30. And then that's going to be a big update, because not only is it the 737-700 that a lot of us have been waiting for, but it's also the new graphics, you know, for the plane. So we'll see. And, you know, the video that PMDG showed off looked really, really good. I'm not one to walk around the cabin and do all that jazz, but, you know, if the cockpit itself, like there's some blurry textures on the cockpit of the 737 as it is, but if some of that stuff's cleared up, it's going to be awesome. This cockpit's really, really good. You know, there's some spots when you zoom on in. Where was it again? Right here is lower texture, but yeah, who cares? That's nothing. The one for the PMDG that bothers me is it's the window thing, the window handle. It's like all blurry, and it's in view often. That one is like it's right here all the time for me. Well, you can't see it on this screen because I'm using my ultra wide, but it's right. Oh, it's always right there, and it just bothers me. Do you think the A220 will be released before the end of the summer? Ooh, I think the 220 is going to get a review. It's going to get a product video at the expo in June, and I bet you it gets released shortly after, if not that weekend. The Flight Sim Expo. That's what I think. It's a big, big time to release something like that plane, and they've said they've made some really good progress. So we might see it as early as June. That's my prediction, June. The Bluebird, I was thinking the Bluebird might come out sometime after the expo as well, just shortly after the expo. I bet there's going to be another video. There'll probably be hands-on at the expo, which I'll definitely try to get into and doing it. And then, I think it's going to release maybe in like July. The 757, the Bluebird. Expecting $30, 42 Canadian. Have a 50 gift card ready tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll buy it after work tomorrow, and then I'll probably do a flight with it. Today's gonna be all E-jetting for me probably. Our next flight, we're gonna do one VFR flight to show off VFR, and I'll use my voice to talk to ATC, just so you can all see that. Because that was requested in the video I posted on Monday. I think it was Monday. Or it was Sunday, whatever day it was. But yeah, that was requested, so I'll do that for the next flight in the Kodiak. And then we'll call it there. I'll put us at about 3 hours. And then I got some things to do here at the house on my day off. A little cleaning. Gotta get some food in my belly too.
2610, descend to flight level 080.
080. I have 6,000 in the box. Speed's coming back. We have a restriction, I think, of 11 right here. Yeah. How's the nose wheel steering on this plane? It's always never worked for me. I turn full left or right, and I have to use rudder. I use the rudders. I don't have a. The hell's it called? A tiller. I don't have a tiller. Let's see. 2855. Welcome in. Hello, Captain. Quick question: how do you get Chase Plane to work with Sim Update 5? There's an update that came out yesterday. If you don't get the emails from Parallel 42, I do when there's updates. And I got the email last night at like 9 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, so the update came out yesterday. So you just got to go to the Parallel 42 website, go into your account, and then just download Chase Plane, and it will update the version. Now, keep in mind when you do, if you do this route, if you do Sim Update 5 like I did today, you do need to log in, launch the sim, you know, hop into the plane of your choice, hop into the airport, and then it's going to tell you need to restart the plane for chase, or restart the sim for chase plane to work. So you have to do another restart. You have to do one restart. All right, so launch it up once. You got to do a restart of it once you're in a airport. You don't got to hit the fly button. There's a button that says restart. So you just restart and then jump back in. You're good to go. I haven't had. The only problem so far is. Oh, it looks like it's fixed. The cinematic thing was going way too fast. On departure, it was like going every like second, changing views instead of 15 seconds like it's supposed to be. But it looks like that was just a weird glitch. But they're very clear in their little message that it's, you know, they don't support Sim Update 5 beta currently. It's just they added support to it. Darn life stuff getting in the way of simming. My day tomorrow is clear. Fantastic. Perfect day. Perfect day to be clear. With the 737-700 coming out. Over to Rio Control.
Contact Rio Control 124.
Alright, on landing, runway 2 right. We're going to exit to the left. Yeah, this is a free airport, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's a free airport.
Azul 2610 Rio Control. Good day. QNH1010. Expect the RNAV with runway 02 right.
Now there's some mountains below us here. There's going to be some mountains here on the side, so I'm going to be very cautious. That's why I have 6,000 in the box instead of putting in lower than that. Kind of see where we are as we make our arrival into Rio de Janeiro. So I found out yesterday that I've been saying a city wrong for many, many moons. And that is the Des Moines, Iowa. I've been saying Des Moines. No, what is it? Des Moines. No. Des Moines. Des Moines. What am I saying? Des Moines. I've been doing Des Moines. Yeah, with an S. You get rid of the S's. So it's DES, you get rid of the S on that, and then Moines, there's no S on that either. They're silent. Des Moines. Des Moines, Iowa. That's how you're supposed to say it. Des Moines. Let's see, I hope they don't PMG... Huh, I hope that PMG doesn't release the 700 late in the day. Yeah, I hope not either. For those who had the day off, like Keith. Hopefully it's early. Still pleased with the rudder? Oh yeah, these rudders are freaking awesome. I love these rudders. I don't know if you were around, Keith, but so I sold my Turtlebeach rudders on eBay. They got damaged in transit. So I didn't get any money on that, other than the $100 from FedEx for the damage claim. Which covered shipping to return and there. So I got $40 out of it. But I haven't tested them yet, but it looks like everything's functional. I just gotta like find a way to get it all. Like it looks, you can tell that where it got the screws got stripped, but like everything's intact, everything's moving, all the pieces moving. So I think I just gotta like get some epoxy around some of the plastic, keep it tight because it's a little loose, a little flappy. Then I can probably resell it and put notes on there saying that it was damaged in transit, but it all is fully functional. And see if I'm getting by. And I'll sell it for like half price or something on eBay. I'll sell it for half price. I'm not greedy. I don't use them, so I'd rather them go home to someone, you know. Again, they're fully functional. Keith says, don't say a thing. Bear says tomorrow, so the 737 is going to be released early morning, the day after the Malaysia time, I guess. Going to fly X-Plane, 737-700 tomorrow. Ooh, X-Plane. 6,000 feet, okay. Alright, we're clear for the RNAV Whiskey. I got X-ray in the box, though. Not in the X-Men, no, this is PC. This is all PC. Okay, I can put in 2,000 feet now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And And we'll be following the RNAV. I got the RNAV X-ray in the box. They said whiskey. I didn't see whiskey. I don't know if there's even a whiskey here, so I'm just going to follow the RNAV X-ray. Iowan here, it's Des Moines. Des Moines. Oh, you got to do an N on it? Ooh. Got to produce the N on the end of Des Moines. See, I said Des Moines. See it? Des Moines. Des Moines. Okay, Des Moines. Got it. Thank you. Sorry to hear, Lex. Sounds like you have kind of luck like I do. It worked out. So I sold it for 200, I think it was. eBay checked their cut out of it, and then shipping. Oh, they cut the customer paid for shipping. So I would have gotten like 150 out of it, right? But it got damaged, so I had to return all the money, and then I had to buy a return label. But I got a claim from FedEx for $100. So like I said, I made $50 right now off of it, just because of the claim with FedEx. So I could take my losses if I wanted to and just deal with it, but they still function just fine. So I'd like to give them to someone, and I think $100 is fair. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be like $300 pedals. They work just fine, I think. I haven't plugged them in yet to test that. I should do that today. PAT 3 on order yet? I wish. I wish. So we're moving. We're going to be moving in the fall. So depending on how the new cockpit setup was going to be after the move, I'll make a decision if I have money to get the PAT 3. I'm hoping that I can actually get like an actual cockpit setup instead of a desk. You know, that's what I'm hoping to do. There might be some movement with my job here down the road, which might give me some more money, which would be huge to support my flight sim habits. So if that's the case, that's gonna be great. That will hopefully support some things. It's not gonna be great for the channel, but it's gonna be great for me financially. So hoping for that to go well. But yeah, that's what I'd like to get it, and I have a vision of what I like to get set up. Like, I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on things, but I like to get like a racing stand that I can mount the Moza onto. Then I want to get monitor stands. Get 2 of those guys, which shouldn't be too expensive. And then I can pretty much get rid of desks for the most part. And then I'm just gonna have a keyboard mouse stand. And then buy a couple more of these smaller little stands I have. Can't tell, there's someone outside. Can't tell if they're delivering. Oh, not for me. No. I was like, no way they're delivering my Lego today. That would be too good. I last checked it this morning and it said tomorrow. It said tomorrow. It's being. I ordered it from Amazon, but it's being delivered. Or I ordered from Lego, but it's being delivered via Amazon. So I guess the local. I'm guessing that it was at the local Lego store. Had I known that, I would have just gone to Lego store and grabbed it. Can't say I never had luck, though. I did win the Boeing yoked pack. Yeah, that's a heck of luck, man. I've got luck, too. I definitely have luck. Good luck. Because I won, I won that force feedback, the flight sim one. Thanks to the subscription. I won that one, and it all worked out really well because I sold it. I just didn't use it enough. I didn't have a good setup for it, so I sold that, and it worked out really good because I needed that money for medical purposes. So at the timing, everything just kind of worked out really, really well with how that turned out. Really, really well. So I have luck, no doubt. Do you use local? Yes. I'm on local now for voices. I'm local in the cabeza. Yeah, I was running with basic and local, but I switched it over to local. After I read that Beyond ATC was going, they're no longer really supporting the basic voices. Now it's all local. So I switched over to that, which actually works better because the basic sometimes, depending on the region you're flying into, it doesn't always give you the right accent, dialect. Come join a virtual airline. Yes! Exclamation point fly Lex. Irishman posted earlier, but exclamation point fly Lex to join our virtual airline. Alright, making our turn for the arrival. Runway 2 right. Again, we're going to exit to the, what did I say? Left. Exit to the left. And then, reminder, after this flight, we're going to do one short Kodiak flight, do a VFR test beyond ATC. And we'll call it a day. There's the Fly Lex in there. Alright, now where is this airport? I know it's like right off the water. RJ0 809. Oh, I see where we are. Alright, okay. I see where we're going. I see it. Not the airport, but I see the arrival. I think I see the airport now too. There's the airport. Alright, this is danger time, folks. Danger. We're about 7 nautical miles out from the airport. Flaps 2. We're doing full flaps for the arrival, probably. Performance. Landing. Flaps 5. Yep, flaps 5 for the arrival. What's our goal around in case things all go crazy? Climb, blah, blah, blah. 5,000. Okay, 5,000. And let's go ahead and get our gear down. We'll go to manual flight in just a moment. Gears down. Flaps 3. Oh, Jesus, folks, I'm nervous. I'm terrified. This is a hell of a arrival at this airport too. It's like an S turn to come on in. Flaps 4. And flaps 5. We got cleared to land. Alright, autopilot's off my aircraft. Let's get her done. Alright, just follow the flight director. Follow the flight director. It's gonna be your friend. Don't get too low, though. Don't go too low. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Gently. Alright. A little lower than I want to be here. A lot lower than I want to be, honestly. Gently. Gently. Where's that airport at? I see the airport. Make the turn in. Where's that? There it is. I see it. Okay, looking good, looking good. A little low still, but that's alright, it's alright. Oh god, I'm terrified. Whew. Sweating bullets here. Straighten out. Straighten out. How's the winds? Winds are good? Looking good, looking good. Steady it. Bring it down. Bring it down. There we go. Idle it. Settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down. Let's go down, let's get down. Touch the ground. There it is. Touchdown, reverse. Reverse. Brakes. Reverse. Brakes. 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 Oh my gosh. Woo. We needed we needed all of that runway. Oh, that's great. Alright, that was fun. Flaps up. Alright, this you gotta just slam this thing to the ground. This airport, man, you gotta slam it to the ground. Holy smokes. Ah, that was cool. Gate 4. I have no idea where that is. We'll just go on down. Oh, it's 19. Here we go. That was cool. I picked up the Kodiak upgrade. No regrets. Enjoyed it. Word on the street is that Black Square Caravan is preferred, but I'm content. I prefer the Kodiak. I personally prefer the Kodiak. It's just it's an easy plane to fly. It's hard to master. The Caravan I feel is the opposite. The Caravan, well, not the opposite, but Caravan's easy to fly, easy to master. And I feel like the Kodiak has that challenge where if you really, really want to get really good at a plane, the Kodiak's going to teach you that. It's going to teach you a lot of great skills to have as a virtual pilot. All right, what are we doing? Gate 4. Gate 4. Oh yeah, this is okay. I thought this was a free airport here. I was pretty sure it was. All right, 8. Phew. That was fun. That was really, really fun. Alright, 4 is next here. Taxi lights are off. That was 2 really, really good flights. This flight worked out definitely better than the first flight, at least for the arrival aspect. Beyond ATC gave me tower transfer, all went well with that. Great flight, great flight. This E-Jet is definitely better. It's definitely better. I'm going to be flying it all day today. This is the only plane I'm going to fly, I think, today, other than for the next flight. Parking brake is set to the left-hand side. Let's go GPU, jetway. Can we do it? Yep, cool. And then let's go on down below here. Engines off. Kill out Beyond ATC. Alright, cool. And there it goes. E-Jet was good. E-Jet was very, very good. Alright, now, how's the weather in the world? Let's check. I'm going to check out my my favorite website to check the weather, and that's windy.com. It's real world weather. And that's this site here. And so the blues are good, calm weather, winds at least, and then the other colors are more winds. So it looks like all on the west coast here, US, and up here in Canada. I think there's tower... I think I'm gonna look in that area, actually. Alright, so let's get the Kodiak. The Cody. SimBrief 5's been pretty good, too. No major issues with that. Cody. Get the Kodiak. Save it. And then we're gonna swing on over here to the west coast. And I think there's tower between these 2 airports, right? Yeah, this is international. Yeah, we're gonna do this. So depart and arrival. It's 47 nautical miles. It's perfect. We'll do a GA gate. Bam. And then, for now, I have to use SimBrief to make this all work. So, with SimBrief, we go to flight plan. And we go to new flight, and then you can put in your call sign. I'm just do Lex 516. We're going to depart from CV or CYVR. Arrival is going to be CYYJ. We're going to be in the Kodiak. The Cody. Default. And we're going to change this to VFR conditions, or rules. VFR. Right? VFR. And detailed plan log. I don't know if we really need that. Okay. And then we don't need SIDS or stars, nothing like that. So let's get rid of that. We'll just do straight direct. All right, generate it. All right, 9,000 feet. So we have that generated. Our flight plan. Okay. And we can jump on in. I didn't know you had the Caravan. Glad you chose the Kodiak. Our opinions have always matched since finding your channel. I appreciate it, Keith. You know, it's good to have options, right? The Caravan from Black Square is very, very good. Oh, I picked the wrong spot. The Caravan is very, very good. And I flew the default Caravan an awful lot. And the Black Square, it's a good plane as well. But I personally find the Kodiak better. Personally. Okay, so Beyond ATC is coming up next. I'm going to bring it up on the screen so you can see it up in the corner. I'm going to get rid of the little map up top here. Alright, so Beyond ATC. There it is. So you can see Beyond ATC up there at the top left. You click on VFR, SimBrief, and then you hit Fly. And it's going to pull your SimBrief profile I just made for the Kodiak on this flight. And they should both have towers. Oh no. Your flight plan contains a bad or incomplete... Oh, I guess I have to generate it. Okay. Let me regenerate that. I didn't think I had to put in the waypoints. But I guess I do. Alright, analyze route. Alright, I'll regenerate it. I thought I could just delete those. I didn't know I had to put them in. All right, now we got them in. All right, and download. Oh, what the heck? I have to restart it. All right, let me restart Beyond ATC. Beyond ATC. You tried the Black Square Caravan, so I didn't have to. It's a good plane. It's a really good plane. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very good plane. It's just, if I'm going to fly the Kodiak much more. Alright, loading.
Beyond ATC.
Gosh dang it. Contains bad or incomplete data. Ensure your flight contains one SID or star route. Waypoint more than 8 nautical miles from either airport. What's the problem? Alright, let's see. Edit. Detail nav log. Alright, generate it. I haven't had this problem before. Alright, download. There we go. Now it's loading the airports. Alright. I guess I didn't select what I was supposed to select. Thought I had, but... Alright, here we go. So, Beyond ATC loading up at the top there. Now, there's a weird bug right now with this plane. You gotta find, like, the perfect angle to take off this crap. Oh, there you go. That's off. This one's pretty easy normally. And then the chocks could be a little annoying. Oh, that was right away easy. All right. All right, there we go. That's all set. Let's jump into the Kodiak. I was going to say Caravan. Whoa. Oh, okay. Chase plane updated. Doing this thing. Cool. Grand. All right, let's go ahead and... let's go on down to plane performance. And we're going to add, we don't need a lot of fuel, so we're going to drop off some fuel. We're going to add some cargo, though, to make up for that. Load the aircraft. All right, we got cargo in. And so I don't forget, I need to make sure got two things I got to do. Got to get my Mobiflight set for the Kodiak, which it did automatically. Good job there. And then the Moza, I got to get set up for GA flying as well. All right, got that set up as well. Cool. All right, let's start the plane. The Garmin. Hit that button. Let's get some of this going. And then that's all good. To the top we go. Those guys down here. And then start the aircraft. Get the lights rolling as well. Wait for the 20%. I'm still using a beta version. I'm a beta tester for this plane, so I'm using a beta version of this plane. So if you see any issues, it's because it's a beta. And then prop. Full forward. Okay. Off, off, up. And then generators, alternators. Good, grand, beautiful. They said 9,000 feet. I ain't climbing that high. It's a short flight. Do 3,000 feet. Alright, now beyond ATC, I'm going to turn off auto spawns so that I do the comms. And then we're going to go to ground. And then we can request our taxi. You want multiplayer or just beyond ATC traffic? Just beyond ATC traffic. Especially whenever I stream, I just do beyond ATC traffic because if I do both of them, it's just too much load on my system. Too much load on the system.
Air Canada 342 Heavy, Vancouver ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Air Canada 342 Heavy.
Alright, we're expecting runway... I don't know what runway. Vancouver ground, hello from Lex 516. We are Kodiak, ready for a VFR flight. Ready to taxi, sorry, for a VFR departure.
Lima Echo X-ray 516. Taxi to holding point Alpha. Runway 08 right via 6. Charlie, Juliet, Lima. Cross runway 13. Continue taxi via Lima.
We're going to taxi to runway 8 right via Alpha, holding point Alpha. Via 6, Charlie, Juliet, Lima. Cross runway 13, and continue taxi via Lima. Lima Echo X-ray 516. Oh boy. Did I screw that up? Nope, all good. All grand, folks, all grand. Alright, so we need to swing to the, technically to the left, but I'm going to go ahead and do a right swing out here. Taxi lights on, flaps down, parking brakes off. Make our turn.
Mike, Alpha, Mike, Alpha, Mike, Juliet, Juliet, Bravo, Juliet, Charlie, 6, Juliet, Lima, cross runway 13, continue taxi via Lima.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't know there was a plane next to me. Alright, so we're going to taxi to Lima.
Runway 08 right.
And then, well, just full Lima.
Mike 7, Mike, Alpha, Mike, Alpha, Mike, Juliet, Juliet, Bravo, Juliet, Charlie, 6, Juliet, cross runway 13, continue taxi via Lima, hold short
Where the
runway
heck?
08 left.
Why don't I have my Vancouver installed? Okay, that's weird. I have the Vancouver airport. We've done, what's it called? We've done multiplayer flight. Okay. Apparently I have not flown here since I've done my major sim reset. Just when I thought I had all the airports figured out again, I don't. Every time. Alright, we're crossing runway 13. Geez, they had a hell of a taxi instruction.
Air Canada 342 Heavy.
Hell of a taxi instruction.
Air Canada 342 Heavy. Taxi holding point runway 08 right.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
6 Juliet Lima. Cross runway 13. Continue taxi via Lima. Taxi holding point runway 08 right via 6. Juliet Charlie 6 Juliet Lima. Cross runway 13.
Lima.
Taxi via Lima.
Lima.
342 Heavy.
Alright, continue taxi here. Holding point 6. Where the hell's that? Oh, that's the end. Okay. No problem, no problem.
1710 Vancouver ground. Pushback approved.
He says, fair enough, I was gonna run to the sim pit to join, but all good. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I just turned it off for the streams. It's just, it bogs down my experience, and like obviously when I fly I want to have fun, but I want to showcase for you. So like we'll do multiplayer ones we do without traffic with Beyond ATC. But we haven't done multiplayer for a while because everyone's just been busy with life.
118.7.
Over the tower, Lex 516. See ya. Do I gotta say my full thing? Alright, holding. Here's. No.
Tower on 118.7.
I gotta say. Oh, yeah, I thought so. Over the tower, 118.7, Lex 516. See ya. Cool. Taxi lights are on. Vancouver Tower, very good morning from Lex 516. We're holding point 6, ready to go runway 8 right.
Mount 16.
Oh, shit.
Calm. Runway 0.
Oh, no.
Alpha. Cleared for takeoff.
I hit the wrong button. Damn it. Okay. Here for takeoff, runway 8 right at Alpha, Lex 516. Alright, hold on. I turned off my engine. Alright, hold on. Let it drop off a little bit. Bring it back up. Jesus, folks. Air conditioner. Oh, that was hilarious. Alright, full. Beeping should go away here in a second. Hopefully. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Leave it to me. Leave it to Beaver. Alright, parking brake is off. Let's go flying. Oh my gosh. Kodiak is a bush king, for sure. Kodiak and the Caravan, while similar, have different styles, for sure, yeah. 1,000,000,000%. Watching you fly is sometimes more fun than actually flying. Oh, rookie mistakes, man. Rookie mistakes. I'm a professional streamer. Oh, that's great. Alright, here we go. How's the winds? Winds are calm. Beautiful. And throttle up. Nice calm day here in Vancouver. Alright, looking good. 60 knots. Bring up. There we go. Looking good. Easy off the ground. Now, Beyond ATC is supposed to, after 6 nautical miles from your departure, supposed to hand you off to, or tell you to change frequency. I haven't had that happen. I think it's a bug right now. So, that said, we're going to do it manually. We'll manually ask them. Let's bring back the throttle here. It's a little aggressive. And since we're doing our own thing, flight director, oops, is on. We're going to go ahead and make our own turns. GPS is connected. Vertical, good. So right now they don't have flight following. Vancouver Tower, Lex 516 ready to change frequency.
Frequency change at your discretion.
Frequency change at my discretion, Lex 516. There we go. No problems at all. Give a little trim down. Plane to settle down a little bit. Alright, autopilot's engaged. Very, very good. So now, what's going on? Oh, it's a little cold here in Vancouver. Now we can go ahead and switch our comms to the arrival airport. So we go over here to Victoria, go to Tower, and now eventually it's going to change to inbound. And we're landing runway 27, which is going to be a turn to the left. Sorry, to the right. If it sticks to 27. So we'll just join the circuit in for the arrival. You can see on the radar here, we do have other planes around us, so beyond ATC traffic, right? And it's going to vector us around, vector us around those planes too, so. You know, like for the arrival, like if there's a, it will tell you, like we saw in the video on the Beyond ATC YouTube channel, that there was that, you know, talk about wake, departure and all that jazz. It's really, really cool. He says, I'm already appointed you as the Honorable Newfoundlander. It's a thing. Your humor and wit never disappoints, sir. My stupidity, I think is the word you're looking for. My stupidity. You know, it's just fun, right? We're all having fun. It's a sim. We're here to have a good time. I don't take myself too seriously. You know, it's just all about having a good time. And that's why I love streaming with y'all and just having these cool flights and getting to know y'all. I've said it a billion times, but it's good to not take life so seriously, you know? It's very good to have that. Alright, everything's looking good now. Since we're at cruise, we can technically go on down below here, and I learned this from Missionary Bush Pilot. You bring your props back to about 2,000 RPM. I do about 210. That works. Right here, there's 210. So that's what I kind of do. Flaps are up. That's looking good. Plane's doing its thing. We'll be on the arrival here, on the ground, sorry, within about 10-ish minutes or so. We got a tailwind that's helping us, which is nice. It's only 3 knots, but nothing crazy. Oh, and your knowledge sometimes. My knowledge of here's what not to do. I think that's what it's supposed to be. What not to do on the stream. Or when you fly. Here's what not to do. I like to try to find a balance, though. You know what I mean? There are streamers, content creators, that take things really, really seriously. And then there's the ones that just goof off all the time. I don't want either one of them. I want that middle ground, right? Kip on the ground, he doesn't really stream much nowadays because he's stuck at Rust, but in Rust. But you know, I feel like I've kind of tried to mold around him because I really like his content because it's just all about having fun, and he does mostly group flights and stuff like that, which is cool. Where I like to just kind of do my own solo thing, and just kind of talk about life and you know whatever else we want to get into. But it's fun. It's fun. You know, just flying, having a good time. You're an awesome test pilot. Well, depends on who you ask. If you ask some of the developers, they may not like me so much because I don't take things serious enough for their planes. But I like to showcase planes, you know, because I think the majority of us simmers, I think the majority of us don't really take the sims, you know, crazy serious. You know, and like some say I might because I use SimBrief and Beyondatc and, you know, whatever it be with that kind of stuff. But like, I don't. I don't think I take myself too seriously with the sim. I really don't. You know, when you have career modes, you got to be a little bit more serious. Got to make sure you're not, you know, all crazy, because you'll get ding points and whatnot. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to wanting my high scores, right? Very much so. But it's good to not. I'm just gonna keep raving about it because it like these last couple of weeks of not having a career mode to follow and chase and discipline with it all. It's been great, man. It's been great. It's been so much fun. Fly wherever I want, whenever I want, with whatever airplane I want, however I want. It's been fun, and it worked out a really good timing because the Kodiak coming out with VFR now. Sorry, VFR with Beyondatc. Like, there's so many options. So many options. All right, airport should be coming up pretty quickly here. 17 nautical miles to go. Let me see here now. Based on what I'm looking at here, we have this one we're about to fly over. Then there's this other little island here. I think this big one here is this guy. And then there's one that's a short one. So I think it's right here. I think the airport's right there. Or maybe it's right here. Yeah, it's probably right here. That's what I'm thinking. So should be able to tower shortly. We're 16 nautical miles out. So what I found, sometimes you have to change the comms and then change them back for it to fully work. Yeah, see, now it says report inbound. Victoria Tower, we are Kodiak. We're about 16 nautical miles out, inbound to land. Runway, whatever runway's available. I don't know what that's supposed to say there.
Command 16, good morning. Victoria Tower, enter left downwind, runway 27. Report midfield downwind, altimeter 3013.
There we go. We'll report midfield, and we'll enter left downwind, runway 27. Lima 516. It just says Lima 16 and shorten it down. Oh, I got... Oh, okay. I was like, do I have to do the... what's it called? Altimeter? Alright, 12 nautical miles out. Let's go ahead and get this guy going for the arrival. So, approach, runway 27, visual. We're going to do straight. Go on down to activate. That's all good. Descent, wind. We're right there. Top of descent's right there. And 900 feet, so I'm going to pop that in the box here. There we go. Cool. All's looking great. It's your passion for flight and your truly authentic, or genuine character with all your quirks and features. That's described on your first stream and I watched. Well, I appreciate it, Keith. I very much appreciate it. I have fun. I have a lot of fun. And it's just fun to share all this stuff with you guys. It's a hobby of mine. I don't have anyone locally I can share this with. I haven't made any nearby real life simmers friends. I don't go anywhere. I'm sure they're all. I live in an apartment complex, and they're whatever. There's a lot of units here. There's got to be one person here that's a simmer. But I just don't go anywhere, and I'm also an introvert, so they don't go hand in hand. And I also don't want to I don't want to be with real people in real life. I'd rather be my little shell here. All right, let's bring back the throttle. Bring it back, bring it back. I also do not take flight sim very seriously. Yeah, I don't think you should either. I think you should just have fun. You know, whatever works for you, just have fun. Make it as serious as you like it to make it. You know, it's your hobby, it's your world. Just enjoy it. And we have the Irish moderator. Irish is a good man. Irish is great. Irish has been here for a long time. A major supporter of the channel from the early days. He's held down the fort with NewSky's Fly Lex. He's just someone great to talk to, and you know. All the everyone, the mod team has been awesome, but we have just an incredible group of people here. So much fun to talk to and get to know, and I was hoping to get to meet a lot of you at the expo, but I understand, cost of it and all that jazz and real life stuff, commitments. It would have been fun to meet as many of you as possible at the expo, but. 'Tis life, 'tis life. Maybe we'll have another one in the future. We can all meet at that work out better. If they do an expo in Orlando again, I think they did one before. If they do one in Orlando, I'll definitely meet Irishman there. And I think that might be even easier for Jay Russ to get to, because he's in Oklahoma. So there's always possibilities for the future. All right, our airport is, I think, right there. Or is it right here? It might be. I don't know. It's one of those two. Jared says, speaking of career modes, I sent you an email regarding the career mode add-on I am building myself, geared towards simmers who don't have... Yeah, Jared, I didn't know it was you that sent it. Yeah, I got your email. I skimmed through it this morning. I didn't have a chance to look through it fully, but I wanted to give it the full time it deserves. So yeah, I'm gonna look at it further, and I'll get back to you. I was talking about it earlier this morning, on stream, actually. Yeah, so yeah, I will get to it. Hopefully today I'll get you an email back. Okay, let's see. Victoria Tower, Lima 16 is midfield. I don't know, is that what I'm supposed to say? Uh-oh. Alright, go. Took a long time, but got there.
6 knots. Clear to land.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Lima 16. Alright, we got our clearance. Maddie, welcome in. You made it at the tail end of our stream. I think you did it last time. Oh no, you made it to the beginning last time. We're on arrival using VFR with Beyond ATC. I get real bored of the life sim and management sim, and frankly don't have enough time for it. I totally get it. Totally get it. Alright, we're landing in Victoria. Runway 27. Hope you're doing well, Maddie. Thanks for coming on in. I think this is a free airport, too. Here's the runway. Field in sight. Gotta get that speed back. Oh, we gotta get our props forward. Full forward props. Flaps are coming down to 2. And autopilot's turned off my aircraft. And... oh, crap. Well, let's hold on a second. I got the door. Alright, sorry folks, had the apartment people here. Alright, we're on arrival. What we got for chat? Why Sim Expo... Alright, why does Flight Sim Expo must be in the US? I can't go to the US. Well, there's the one in Europe. The, what's that one called? FS Weekend? Maddie says, I've been here for 30 minutes, just didn't text. Oh, I'm sick. Oh no, Maddie's sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get better. Fun fact, a popular local band were even called the Iris, Descendants? Really? Interesting. All right, let's try to get this landing in. Oh god, now I'm nervous. All right. Oh, we got plenty of time here. Okay, let's bring the nose up a little bit. Jesus, folks. The apartment people, worst time to come on in. We had they're worried about a leak. Alright, winds are slight from the right here, so we're going to have to crab in just a little bit. Alright, get that speed back now. We got our speed where we want it. Crab a little bit to the left. We're going to land... so we're going to exit to the left is my plan. Alright, bring that speed back. Bring the speed back. Alright, bring that trim up a little bit. Settle in, settle in.
500.
Tell you what, having a force feedback yoke makes a heck of a difference with GA flying, man. I could feel like the trim when you adjust to trim, the yoke pulls back, you know, pushes out or forward, depending on what you're doing. It makes a heck of a difference trying to maintain your vertical speed. Oh, this isn't a... I thought this was a free one, too. Gosh dang it, I gotta find this airport, too. I just gotta find all my Canadian airports. Alright, the auto coming back. We're gonna land flaps 20. Slight adjustments to the trim as well. Alright, gently. Gently. Steady it. Idle. Let it float on down. We're a little hot here on landing still, but we're going to float on down. Nice. Center it. Touch. Reverse. Pitch down the nose. Make sure we don't take off. Exit when able, roger. We'll exit when able. Lima 516. Alright, good, 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 good. Alright, flaps up. We're going to exit right up here. This is runway 3214, but we're going to exit here. Whew! We did it, folks! Now, it's going to give us taxi instructions. I have no idea where they're going to taxi us to. I guess for fun, we can follow it. We really want to.
Contact ground 121.9er.
Overground 121.9er, Lima 16. Thank you and have a good day. Have a great day. I think that's what I was trying to say. I-6. Alright, bring this back to condition.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. Alright, over to ground. Or, sorry, yeah, ground. Victoria Ground, hello from Lima 16. Looking to taxi to, parking spot. I'm like, what was I trying to do?
Lima Echo X-ray 516. Say again ramp number.
Any available ramp will do, Lima 16.
Lima Echo X-ray 516. Ramp 907 taxi via Echo.
Ramp 907 via Echo, Lima 16, thank you. Alright. Ramp 97 Echo. And Beyond ATC heard everything I said today, and I did not have to repeat myself once, I don't think, right? I don't think I had to repeat myself once. Yeah, being sick sucks, yeah, for sure. Me and my wifey are on the tail end, and hopefully the flu, yeah, the flu, ugh. My wife had the flu, like 2 weeks ago, for several days. She had a long one, man. Oh, look at this, we're gonna park it right over here. Yeah, she had a really long, nasty one. And she's still, like, a little bit of coughing still, and it's been 2 weeks. There's a nasty cold one around. Maddie says butter. Hope you feel better, though, Maddie. Being sick really, really sucks. Really, really sucks. And then Ramp 97 is just one of these guys here, so we'll just find a spot. I have no idea. Beyond ATC at least telling me 97 is, like, right over here. So we'll park right here. One of these oil spots. Taxi lights are off. Parking brake is set. And there it is, folks. Very good flight. 3 good flights. Awesome VFR flight with Beyond ATC and the Kodiak. Absolutely love this plane. It is definitely my favorite GA plane in the sim period. The Caravan, I don't know, Caravan or the oh shoot, what's the other one called? Oh man, I was thinking about this the other day. I can't remember the name of it. It's called. It's a dual prop engine plane, not the 4011, the 310, the 310, the FS Reborn. That might be my second favorite plane. I love that plane as well. Let's see. It's like we entered Europe. I don't know. I can't even say that word. I'm not going to try. But thank you all so much for coming in. Keith, thanks for the conversation today. Jared, thanks for the email. I'll get back to you shortly. Maddie, thanks for coming. Hope you feel better. Irishman, thank you for getting all the Flylex information out there. And for everyone else that joined in, thank you so much. Had a lot of fun today. 3 gate flights. I got 3 hours in of a stream. Worked out really, really good. I'll try to do a stream, if not Friday night, then on Sunday. It's going to be one of those 2 days. But I'll try to get one of those 2 days. And, you know, we'll kind of see how things play out. But until then, everyone have a great rest of your week. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you in Discord. Take care as always.